The beauty of live TV, you see everything, but yeah, we are pretty much right on
see mountains,
the front here. But we are going to go straight in.
Maciek is first, followed by...
Excuse me, yeah, I'm just trying to catch up exactly
by
what
Johan.
we are. This is the second semi-final?
Yeah, number 11, right? Or number 12? 11. So Maciek.
Yeah, we have some power counters, but Maciek looking good, isn't he?
Yeah.
Got to be looking good. We've got the Beast in second place, and then we've got Mr. Becker. Is it? No, Kusan. Yeah. No, it's Becker.
It's Becker.
We've got the helmet cam on. He is having a stormer right now, isn't he? He is living the dream. Is he going to make another final? It is looking that way. It is definitely looking that way. So, first place, Maciek Rakowski. Then we've got Michelle Becker, the Beast, I think, in third place. And I think Alexander Kuzan on the other Patrick was looking in the fourth place to keep the dream alive. He needs to make the final. But Michelle Becker is definitely keeping the dream alive right now. Maciek Rakowski, the reigning slalom world champion.
Bruno is also in there, huh? Bruno.
He could be leading after elimination 3. He's still got to make the final. He's still got to put in the results, but he's doing what he needs to do now. That's the finish, is it? So Maciek Rakowski finishes in first place. Michelle Becker second. The Beast in third.
And Kuzan in fourth.
And it looks like Alexander Kuzan in fourth.
Ooh. Yes. Or not.
Difficult. There's a few Patricks
I don't
in
see
that.
anything.
Yeah, it was difficult. We joined that race a little bit further through, so we'll give you official results
finish fourth, I think.
as we hear them.
Go straight to the girls. Yeah, girls, women.
Women?
Women, yes. Yes, the women, yes. Women. Good start.
Good start again. And guess what?
Looking good.
She is there, isn't she? She is there. Absolutely. Justine Lemetier is throwing down. Look at the speed.
Look
at the speed.
Like smooth
also,
and just
Davico from France. The young Frenchies are coming through. No two ways about it. They are finding some decent speed. This foiling discipline is, the young girls are coming through. I mean, they've just literally just stepped out the youth, or maybe even still in the youth. I'll have to check, but they're very
because I remember
close.
Last year they weren't in the PWA.
Yeah.
And this year they just
someone
come up.
complained about me calling them the girls' fleet yesterday, but these are young girls.
Yeah,
these are like teenagers. Yeah. You know, they are absolutely throwing it down. Davico second. Oh, great jibe from, I think, Marion Mortefon there. Blanca Alabau, Van der Veen. Then we've got Gibson, Jackson, Malkova. All to play for. So just to go, oh, hello.
What?
So I'm looking at the winners' final now. This is interesting. Marotti, Macmillan, Dalpont and Mortefon.
To the what?
So maybe there was a couple of disqualified. I don't know. Just saying. Well, from what we saw, Mortefon was definitely not in a final position. Anyway, we'll come on to that in a minute. We're back to the women here. Justine Lemetier going for a first ever event win. And what a way that would be to kick off 2023. Davico on the loft sail as well. Could she be getting her best race? Oh, she's not made it round that jibe mark. Marion Mortefon goes round, absolutely flies round. Blanca Alabau up into third. Davico drops from second to fourth.
Ooh, somebody went down.
Gibson. Oh, no, Jackson. Jackson going down on that jibe mark. Look at the lead of Justine. S2 Maui Sails, FMX Racing. I don't know. I think she's on a Loki foil, is she? A Loki foil? Justine. I'm thought that's what someone said.
I'm looking
for I haven't heard of many people on Loki foils, but
because
obviously
this wider top. The top, yeah.
Seems to be working well. Look at the distance. I mean, she is absolutely devastatingly quick right now. And got the jibes down. She's just cruising. Justine Lemetier, could this be the easiest win of her life? And it's a World Cup. Would be crazy. But second place, Marion Mortefon, Blanca Alabau. They're coming through. Davico has dropped to 4th, but still in the mix. I think we've got Gibson behind her. Then we've got Van der Veen, who's been dropping down the rankings. She came into today leading the women's fleet, but she's definitely dropped a few places.
I really don't understand.
I'll give you an update of those results in a minute, but we just did get the final position wrong because it was Giro who's gone through into that final in the 4th spot. But like I said, I'll come on to that in a minute. Let's just finish this women's final. Justine Lemaitre is going to get another race win. I can't see it going any other way. She could probably have a picnic right now. She is that far ahead. In 2nd place, though, it is all to play for. Marion Mortefont fighting out with Blanca Alabau, and this will be the battle for the other podium places. And a great jibe from Marion Mortefont closes the door on Blanca Alabau, and it does look like Marion Mortefont will get that 2nd place, and that could be a big difference in points in the overalls.
Definitely, yes.
It's going to come down to really tiny margins.
Definitely.
And this could be the difference. Like I say, I'll have to check the women's overall results after this, but there is a few results to update, but this could be crucial. At the front of the fleet, though, I think she's already crossed the line. Yes, she has. Yes. There she goes. Justine Lemaitre adds another bullet to the list. 1, 2, 3. That was her 4th bullet out of 5 races. She is sitting pretty. Oh, here's the battle. Blanca Alabau giving Marion Mortefont a go. Marion Mortefont is trying to hold her off. This is going to come right down to the line. Oh, Marion Mortefont holds her off in the end, and it will be close in the overalls.
I know.
Great racing. Davico behind her. Then we've got Gibson and then Van der Veen. Like I said, Van der Veen has definitely dropped down a few places today.
Yeah. Probably a lot, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be
going
to be hard to take. Right, let's get you up to speed with the men while we get a little breather.
I think that there's a mistake, no?
Okay, so in the final, Enrico Marotti, Will McMillan, Del Pont, Mortefont, Rakowski, Becker, Johan So, and Giro. Now, from what we saw, Mortefont was going mental at something, and Vrieswijk and Huber, we thought, had a chance of qualifying. They have not qualified, so something has definitely happened.
But wasn't Huber before Mortefont at the finish line?
Something's happened, that's what I'm saying. Something has happened. We'll have to look. Maybe the live ticker knows. Maybe it knows more than us. No, we don't see. There's nothing, not that I can see on the live ticker that says anything about it.
Well,
here we go.
No.
Well, we don't know here. We definitely saw something happened. Mortefont is in the final.
But I don't know.
Something
is not right.
Yeah.
To me.
Well, agreed. Now, it'd be interesting to see what heat they will run now. With the dodgy winds that we've got, you know, it can turn off at any point.
Yeah,
Are they going to run the winners' final straight away? Maybe.
I will do that at first, just to be sure.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Winners' final. Men's final.
It could be the winners' final first rather than the runners-up final.
Yeah, men's final.
It is the men's final. Yeah,
okay. In there,
So we're lining up. Heat number 13, 30 seconds to go.
Ooh. So who's your money on?
Well, I would like to see Will McMillan win his first race. I think that would be pretty cool. 17 years old.
For
Matt Check's looking good.
I'm going for Will.
Okay. It's a big fleet. Enrico Marotti.
Come on.
I'm thinking Enrico maybe has got nothing to lose right now.
Johan, maybe for you?
I'm going Enrico Marotti.
Okay.
I see Matt Check's looking good. They're all looking good. Here we go. It's all go.
Excited.
I'll tell you what, in the middle of the line, guess who's just had a blinder of a start?
It's Will, right?
It's Will McMillan, the 17-year-old lad from Thailand.
Enrico
but down this bottom end, Enrico Marotti is not stopped pumping since he left the line. Will McMillan, steady Eddie in the middle, got the speed. Upwind from him. Michel Becker on the Patrick, looking good. And then we got Giraud from France. Just behind them, a Maciek Rakowski. Then the Beast.
Ooh.
Then we've got Hubert, but Will McMillan is pulling out a little bit of a lead here.
Yeah.
Enrico Marotti's got to climb up as he comes into the mark. Will it help him? Will it go against him? At the moment, Becker dropping back.
Look at Will.
Enrico Marotti, but it is Will McMillan round in first place.
Enrico in second.
He leaves a big gap, but it doesn't matter. He makes it cleanly round. Enrico Marotti in second place. Hubert at the back at the moment. Will McMillan. Could this be the race win he was looking for? I'm sure there'll be a few people rooting for him back home. 17 years old. Could he win his first ever PWA final? He had it all in it.
I think he will.
All of it is there.
I think he will.
He should have done it before.
He will.
Made a mistake on the last jibe mark. Could race elimination 3 be the one?
Will win the elimination.
We will see. Enrico Marotti, though, has not given up on that first place. He's right there. So Enrico Marotti in second place. I think it's Michel Becker in third as Will comes in to the jibe mark first. Leaves a pretty big gap, just not taking any prisoners. Marotti goes in, but Becker's right on Marotti here.
But Maciek is also inside.
Maciek isn't giving up either. No. He's in fourth place. Keep your eye on him.
Who's this? And Del Pont.
That's Del Pont. Look at that. Really close at the front. Marotti is pumping those legs to try and find some extra lift from the foil. Will McMillan is just keeping it steady. He isn't moving at all. Enrico Marotti's got Michel Becker right on him. It's going to come down to jibes right now because these boys are pretty quick, all of them. But I would say McMillan has got that tiny bit of extra speed. Yeah. He is so steady. It doesn't seem to move. Maciek Rakowski sitting hungry in fourth place. He knows this jibe coming up could be the difference between leading the event and not. As we come in, it is going to be Will who comes in first place. Needs to keep it steady. McMillan makes it round solid. Oh, great jibe from Marotti. Good jibe from Maciek Rakowski, who moves up into third place ahead of Michel Becker. It's still all on now. I'm sure they're all cheering back home for Will McMillan. 17 years old. Can he do it?
He will.
He's a beast.
He will.
I mean, we've already got the beast, but this guy's the Hulk.
It's Hulk.
You don't want to see it when he's angry, and Maciek Rakowski has a moment back there. Michel Becker has moved maybe into third place now with that touchdown. One jibe mark to go. Will McMillan has been here before. He blew it. Is he going to blow it for a second time?
No,
surely not.
He will not.
He'll be feeling nervous right now. He will be feeling absolutely nervous. Kazzy got it as he throws it into this jibe. And he makes it round. Yeah. Will McMillan has made it round. He's home and dry, surely. Maciek Rakowski has dropped back to fourth place. Becker up into third. Marotti in second place. There is not much wind left on the course, is there? It looks light, but they are still going. Will McMillan, do not celebrate too early. We've seen it happen before.
He won. He won.
Let's go. Stop touching the mic, Manny Franz. Here we go. Will McMillan. He has got not long to go. 17 years old. He's 110 kgs. This boy is going to do things. That is for sure. He is going to cross the line for his first ever PWA race win. There's just meters to go. Are the crowd going wild back home? Is YouTube going up? And there he goes. Will McMillan takes the win. Second place, Enrico Marotti. Then Michel Becker. Great race from him.
Then
Maciek Rakowski solid as ever in fourth. That could put him into the overall lead because just behind him is Cousin. So Cousin could still be leading.
Cousin fifth.
It's close. Johan So, the beast.
Del Pont 8.
Del Pont, wow. What does that do to the overall Will McMillan?
You owe me 10 euros, man.
That is good to see.
It's nice, huh?
It's so good to see the young guys and the young girls coming through.
Amazing.
Finally. Great work there. Will 7-7 and a 1. That's going to move him up 14.7 points. Pierre Mortefon. I didn't see him in that. He was quite deep, was he? He's going to go behind. Nico Preen's going to drop back. Matteo Yukino's going to drop back. Maciek Rakowski is going to have about 11.7 points. And it's going to be close.
Yeah.
Here we go. Straight in. Runners-up final.
Amado.
Good start we're hearing. all to play for
Can you
here.
go back to the...
We've got Matteo Iachino. Expect him to be throwing down a race win here. Had a crazy
Can you go back to
catapult.
the main thing? Yeah. Yeah.
Got Mattis in this one on the Gastra. We've got the Neil Pride of Bruno Martini, also looking pretty good. Matteo Iachino in the middle. Actually, Cedric Board down this bottom end.
Is this one.
You're right. There must have been a mistake because Pierre Mortefond is in this.
Yeah.
So it must have been Ennio Dal Ponte. So there must have been a mistake on the list. Yeah. But it didn't make sense, did it? Round in first place, Pierre Mortefond.
And Couson is in the...
And Couson is in... You confused me.
Yeah.
Oh, Tati Franz.
No, you... because this messed up the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay, well, there we go. There will be... I think Rakowski will be leading.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Rakowski will be leading the overalls, which at this stage of the day, 2 o'clock, maybe there's rain coming, could prove massive. Who said foil racing wasn't exciting?
Me.
It's pretty good so far, isn't it? It is pretty good.
The Patrick Aeon.
There we go. So Mortefond round in first. Alexander Cousin second place. Third place looks like Iachino. Then we got Bruno Martini. Mardo Vrieswijk is in the mix. Cedric Board is there. Mattis. It's definitely dropping, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot.
It does look like the wind is dropping.
Dropping, yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing those results update because there's going to be a massive switch around. Imagine if Will had not dropped in on that previous final.
He would be leading
He'd be leading this thing.
Right? Yeah.
He'd be leading. He probably would be the winner.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. I mean, the crazy thing is, I think he got his new foil before this event, like a couple of days.
Yeah.
He got his board crashed, so he borrowed a board. So Patrick Detail must be absolutely stoked.
I think with the Patrick board, he is faster because when he was on the starboard, he was so-so. But now with the Patrick, he's faster. So maybe something happened.
Maybe a bit wider.
Yeah. Or maybe more on volume.
It's interesting. Definitely interesting to see it.
Anyway, back to the racing. We still have... Who's leading? Who's the first?
I'll tell you what, Mattis is there, then there's Amado, but at the top of the fleet, it's Pierre Mortefond, the last time we looked.
Yeah, Mortefond.
And then Alexander Cousin in second place. I mean, Cousin, with a 10th place here, will still be in the mix.
Yeah.
You know, podium places will not be easy.
No.
We got Will McMillan out there. Maybe you just grab him, bring him in here, Tay. You got to get him in here, surely, or maybe we can get the beach cam on him. But while we're doing this runners-up final, we're getting some handshakes and stuff from the beach. But as we're coming through, there we go. Pierre Mortefond looking for a 9th place here. Second place, Alexander Cousin. Then we've got Matteo Iachino having to pump his way out of that. Bruno Martini. Then we got Cedric Board, Amado Vrieswijk, Will McMillan. I tell you what, we still got the race on, but the man from Thailand is in the booth. We're going to have a quick word with him when we finish this race because we are down to the final reach. Oh, dude, I'm going to speak to you in a minute. Pierre Mortefond is going to win this runners-up final. That is for sure. Be a good result to come back for that. So Pierre Mortefond will get 9th place. 10th place, Alexander Cousin. Again, we'll have to see how this affects the overall results. Matteo Iachino up into 3rd place. And then it looks like Cedric Board on the other Severn sail. Right, stick the headset on Mr. Will McMillan and let's have a word. Yes. As the boys are crossing the line. Sit down, boss. 17 years old. You just got your foil before this competition. You broke your board. You've borrowed a board. You were winning the second elimination. We thought it was done. And then this one, we thought, could he do it? Could he? Surely not. It's your first race win, mate. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm super stoked to be able to do that. Yeah, like I said, especially after that first heat, that was a bit of a heartbreak, but I'm happy to show it that I can do it and
that's
show my
that's
speed.
A winning mentality, to do it what you did in the first one, and then to kind of, because you've got to suck that up. That must have hurt.
That was, that really hurt.
What happened in the heat, the crash?
Yeah, what happened at jibe? Just a bit of nerves, or?
Well, a little bit of nerves, and I decided I'd take the jibe a bit easy. And like sometimes when you go slower through the jibes, you overfoil a little bit, and that's what happened to me. Buried the sail, and then it was race over.
Okay, just to give people at home, when did you start foiling?
It would have been about 2020 I started foiling.
Oh my God!
I find that quite hilarious, but it's really good to see the young guys coming through because we've seen it in the women. You know, Justine Lemaitre and all this. I'm going to let you get going because you're up there now, mate.
Yeah.
Good job, boss. Good job,
Are we doing
boss.
another one?
Huh?
Are we doing another one?
I don't know. Maybe that's it. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. If we're not, this could be podium. I'll have to do some result checking. But he is definitely up there. Will McMillan, what a day for him. He has been absolutely charging. I mean, impressive stuff that. He's going to have a few people looking at him. There's going to be a few brands having a sniff around, that's for sure. I'm sure Patrick Deaton will want to keep him on his gear. Oh, he's just signed. Oh, he's signed for Starboard. Okay. There we go. Challenger. Is that it? Are we done? We still going? We still going. No, I got Claudio. Claudio, no, it's a Claudio from Sail Designer for Challenger. He's like, have I got a 1-2? You know, or Kuzan's still there. Who's done the maths? Let's work it out. Let's work it out. So obviously the wind is dropping. I won't lie. There's still wind out there, but it is dropping. What's that going to do to the results? We're having a quick bus around Mr. Claudio Challenger Sales. He's a very happy boy right now. Yeah. You know, small sail brand Challenger Sales, but, you know, this means a lot to them. You know, they put a lot of work into the racing.
Yeah, I think the smaller companies, they make a big impact once they win something. So that's also really cool. That
and it's not just one. You've got Matchik up there. He's got Will up there, you know. Those are the things that make the difference. Same with Patrick, you know. He's got a lot of people on his foils doing well. So the buzz starts getting talked about, doesn't it? You know, it can change very quickly in this racing discipline.
True. Yeah, it's true.
So, yeah, exciting stuff, actually. Let us know what you're thinking of the foil racing at the moment.
At 17, he just won an elimination in PWA foiling.
I mean, are they going to get another elimination in?
That's amazing, though.
I mean, 2020. Did he really just say that?
Ago.
Good skills?
Oh, good.
Giroud.
Big preparation for the winner.
Yeah. Pop, champagne. Ooh la la.
I mean, I don't want to say anything. I'm not going to say anything, but speak to me privately. But Will's a bit of a legend for me. He has been, you know.
Yeah. To me, to be at that age and foiling for just 3 years, and then you make a big impact on the windsurfing scene, man, it's a big thing.
He's so relaxed.
It's a big thing, yeah.
I mean, the way he talks. Yeah. I mean, obviously he's doing all the stuff, but he's not uber going to bed at 9 o'clock. You know, safety first. He's relaxed.
Yeah.
He's enjoying the event. He's killing it on the water.
But also what he said, you know, when you get to the last mark, you're leading. You're a small kid. You know, you have that thing. Yeah. So I think he's doing okay.
Okay, let's wait for these results to lock in because I mean we can do it. It's not hard maths. It might be for Tatty, but I'm gonna help you out here. Let's do it. So Alexander Kuzan was in the runners-up final.
Yeah.
So.
He finished second.
Well, he's over 15 points. So,
he finished nine, right?
Way over. So, Maciej Rakowski, finished fourth?
Yeah.
So, 11.7 points.
Yeah.
11.7. Matteo Kino out of it. Nico Preen out of it. Pierre Mortefon out of it. Will McMillan, 14.
So, he's moving second place.
So, second place.
Yeah, second.
Michelle Becker. He's a bit further back, but the third place is the one we need to work out because at the moment it's Maciej. Where's Kuzan?
No, Maciej will then lead.
No, Kuzan will
go second.
We'll
go third.
Maybe third. I'm going to have to do some serious maths here. We'll wait for the exact results to come in because we can't just guess this. They're not dropping in.
I'm sure
just
Maciej will be first.
Yeah.
Will be second. Gustav will move to maybe third or fourth.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I'm sure about
maybe Becker.
Because Matteo.
Becker was up into third then.
Third. Yeah, third in the last one.
Yeah.
And then he has what? He has a second and a
No, he's got that 16th. That 16th's going to cost him.
Oh, yeah.
Without that really bad one, he was up there. But yeah, I mean,
Pierre
Mortafon, he won the runners-up, but he's still out of it. Will
I think it'll be
Giacchino,
Maciek, Will.
Yes,
he has an
it's
8.
Kuzan.
But
It's
he
got
has
to be
an 8.
Kuzan. With a first and
Gusev
a
will be
5.
third. Gusev will be third.
First and a 5 has got to be him. He wasn't that deep in that runners. I would think he would be third.
So Maciek, Will, Gusa.
That'll be a great start for the Challenger boys. I think they'd be happy with that, wouldn't they? In the women, I mean, Justine is absolutely smashing it.
FMX.
But be interesting to see the podium place as well, because Davico, she's put together a really good string of results, although Marion Mortafon and Blanca have definitely come back stronger today. Oof.
Looking.
I'm going to have a look at the live ticker because I'm not. There was a talk. They might go again.
Ooh,
so that is what is happening right now, because they were meant to finish earlier today because of the closing ceremony, because of certain things. So,
what time do they?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think exactly what they're working out right now.
5 p.m., 6 p.m.
It's got patchier though. When you look at the wind out there,
it is patchy.
That they're still foiling. There's no two ways about that. But it definitely looks a little bit more holy. Yeah, we're going to go, like I say, into elimination 4. But after the excitement of the finals, the early rounds are going to be hard to create that excitement. So we will go a little bit more relaxed in this because we will have one sort of very, very early first round heat just to get the guys into the mix. And then we'll be getting into the first round, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then finals. Will there be enough time to run this whole elimination? That's how there's one heat in this round. And not sure everyone's here actually from this round. So this one won't be such a crazy one. We won't be getting too excited, but we will be getting excited when these results get refreshed. That's for sure. Which they're just making sure confirmation of all the results.
Can you? Can you put my phone to charge?
Yeah.
My phone to charge? You have an iPhone, right?
Here we go. Into sequence.
It's fully like that.
Oh.
Heat number
it's the one. It's the early round, the sort of...
Yeah.
It's not much going to happen because there has been a few people leave, so can't always guarantee it's a full heat. So we're still waiting for results.
Why is it so long? I'm so like, oh.
How many rounds? Yeah, so we're still waiting for the women's one to...
6. Or, 6.
We just got to be a little bit patient on these results. If you are tuning in, who you're cheering for.
Curious about how the 550 wing from...
It says, Tati, go to bed, please. I'm not sure what that means.
I am tired.
Yeah, great racing. We've definitely had some good racing. If you haven't been enjoying that, there's something wrong. And we're definitely seeing the young guys, like I say, and girls coming through. Let's see. As soon as we get an update on these results, I will be bringing you the updated list. But it shouldn't be long now. They're usually pretty quick to add them in. In fact, I really feel like we should maybe just do some maths anyway. But we're waiting for confirmation. Obviously, this is a big deal. Can't mess around with these guessing. Yellow flag is up on the boat, though. Elimination 4 for the men. And elimination 4 would be a big one because a discard would come into play.
Yeah, and then this
and that could change a few things as well.
Yeah.
So
actually, it will change for the good for Will, actually. But for Will, too.
Yes. Really?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. For Maciek, I think it would definitely be... yeah, Nico needs a discard. Nico Preen. I think for Will, it doesn't really make so much difference. For Michelle Becker, if he could get a good one in this one, it would make a big difference.
Then he will have
he got 16 to discard, which if he could do a decent result in this, which there's no guarantees because every round from the quarterfinals is tough. Yeah. There's no guarantees of making it through. But he has showed some...
If he finish this elimination. Because it's also getting patchy out there and light, so it will all depends.
Okay, so what's the someone say? Can you have a summary? A summary. It's been pretty hectic. We managed to get. Did we get much done today? I'm trying to think. We were up early. We did get some races done in the early morning, but not enough to finish two rounds. But basically, the south wind came in not so long ago, and we have been smashing through the heats. We've got, I think, the main story of the day for me is Justine Lemaitre is absolutely crushing it in the women. 100% she's going to win this event, barring an absolute meltdown. And even then, I think she would still win. And in the men, Maciej Rakowski's been looking very solid, but Will McMillan has got the speed. 100%. He's on the start. He's got the speed. He probably should have won the first elimination today, the second elimination. Yeah. Just went down on the last mark, ended up 7th, and then he won the last one. I mean, that ain't luck, is it? So this is the standalone heat in elimination 4. Like I said, I don't think we've got a full fleet here, so these guys are kind of going through the motions at the moment just to cruise it through into the first round. Yeah, there's not enough guys in this round. So apologies if you think we're not giving them the justice they deserve, but literally, I don't think there is enough guys to go out. So there's less than 4 riders in it. All will qualify for the next round. The results are getting updated as we speak. So, like I say, as they get updated, we will bring them to you and let you know how they're sitting. But they are frantically getting checked and double-checked before they release them. But Maciej Rakowski, by our maths, is leading. Yeah. Will McMillan in 2nd place, which is why Claudio from Challenger Sales is looking a very happy boy right now. Obviously, he's the sail designer. Speaking of Challenger Sales, it's one on your screen right now. I mean, how can you start foiling in 2020 and in 2023 win your first PWA race?
Well...
It's bonkers. That is absolute bonkers.
But if you...
I don't care what you say right now. Nothing will explain that. Yeah, that's impressive stuff.
It can explain because if you spend 3 years only foiling, of course you will level up, right? In 3 years of just doing that.
That's a quick improvement.
I don't know.
From not foiling. 3 years ago, he's 14 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
I mean, he's bigger than your average 17-year-old. That's
also
for
the problem,
sure.
For sure, yeah.
But he's obviously got the skills.
It's funny, huh?
Impressive. I mean, impressive. Really, I like to see it.
Imagine what he will do in about 2 years.
Well, in terms of commentary and interest in the sport, you need new names coming in.
Yeah.
You need these guys to get challenged. Yeah. I think you're seeing Johan So as well, 19-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a man mountain, that boy. Yeah. and he's been, he's throwing up some upsets as well. But and you ain't just going to do that with speed. He's on the start. He's nailing the start.
But at 17, then you win an elimination.
Impressive stuff, man.
With
impressive.
Nice
So
speed.
Italy 3-4-5. Doing pretty solid here. RRD. Italy 3-3-6. You just have a quick smudge around. Yeah, 3-4-5 is Gaviglioli. And also we've got Milanelli. Say, this is the kind of first round. Just get these guys warmed up. Get them into the main fleet.
Matteo, what happened to Matteo?
I really don't know. I'd love to know. There's definitely something
I
happened.
really want to know this. Ciao.
Yeah, no.
I really want to know.
Yeah, go find out.
Either he hit something or he...
Could do with, I mean, I know we've had a few technical issues, but it'd be great to have some little interviews with those type of characters, because there's definitely been some things happening out there which, we can't always tell from here in the commentary booth.
Update, come on.
I'm refreshing, frantically waiting for these updates. Come on. Not yet. Right, YouTube, who's out there? What's the comments going on? If you sail at Rose Bay, you will improve just like him. Rose Bay, what's that, in Sydney Harbour? I think I spent a lot of time in Rose Bay. Yeah, Rose Bay are tuning in by the sounds of it. I'm pretty sure Rose Bay's in Sydney. It's where we stayed when we were training for the Olympics back in Sydney, back in 2000. Yes, I am that old. I was, what was that, 99, 98? I was in Sydney, Rose Bay.
At 14 years old.
Results have updated. Oh, cheers, Billy. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Maciej Rakowski does, in fact, go into the lead, like we said. Second place is Will McMillan, and it is Alexander Kuzan in third. That's kind of what we thought.
1 point difference.
And he's super close behind that. Michel Becker has the most to gain from a discard.
Yeah.
If he has a good result in this elimination, Michel Becker could zoom up. So could Alexander Kuzan, actually. Both of those boys have the most to gain. Will McMillan, he's going to be gutted about that jibe, isn't he? That could be the moment you look back on. Who knows what's going to happen after this.
If he would have done that, he will be first. He will be leading
the event
by 5 points, kind of 4 points.
Well, he would also push that one down a point, so you would gain quite a few. But that's a lot of ifs and buts. At the moment, it's the reigning world champion, Maciej Rakowski, who is leading. There was a few people, let's call them out. A few people saying, there wasn't many events last year. Is it, are you a true champion?
Yes.
We're kicking off this year. He is leading the rankings. You know what I mean?
But he's the most, one of the guys who's like always touching
always there.
He's always like, taking things seriously. With the foil.
Well, he's got his psychological
he's so
coach
dialed
with him.
in. Yeah.
He's got his sports psychologist with him here. He's got a caddy. He's paying Finn Noor, as in Norstick, man. So it's caddy for him. He's treating it seriously. Why not? He's world champion. You're going to do these things, and it's paying off. People might go, he's going a bit overboard,
but you have to.
He's winning. Yeah, he is winning. Yes. That's the difference. Postponement flag is up. Ooh. Oh no, because they need to wait for the guy who won from the other heat to go through into this heat. That's why. I thought maybe the wind had a little turn. Interesting. Let's have a look at the women's, because that should also be pretty exciting. So at the moment, what a result. If you look at the results, it's absolutely crazy. So we've got Justine Lemaitre on 3.5 points. She has smashed it. Second place, Davico. The young Frenchies, 1 and 2. Davico's got 16 points, 1 place ahead of Marion Mortefon. So Mortefon, it was a big move actually between that second and third for her and Alabao, because now 2 points separate them. So it's Marion Mortefon in third. Blanca Alabao is up into 4th place, but still she's not quite on the podium just yet. And Femke van der Veen has dropped to 5th place. So it's not been a great day for Femke, but some solid results.
Yeah,
you know, it's not that she's had a bad day, but she was maybe punching a little bit on those first days where she had some really solid top results. Not to say she can't come back, but it does look a little bit like that. But Justine Lametiere absolutely smashing it in the women. It looks like she will guarantee her first ever event win here in Lake Garda.
Look at the points. It's a big point difference.
Huge.
Point.
I mean, she is
2.5 to 16 is a lot.
She's destroyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bad elimination, that last one for Nico Preen. He's dropped to 8th place. Still top 10. That's solid.
Yeah.
But he can't afford another mistake, otherwise he will probably drop down even further. Also, when you've got the likes of Amado Vrieswijk behind you, you've got Bruno Martini behind you, you know, but still solid. I mean, to see Enrico Marotti, he is one guy who will pull up with a discard. So he'll be fighting hard for this elimination. Well, he's got a 30th place. He's got a 9th and a 2nd, which is solid. Another win. He's right back up there. Right back up near the top.
But not by a lot, no?
Well, he will go up. He will zoom up. Michelle Becker will zoom up of a good result. Pierre Mortefon, you know, it's not crazy to think Enrico Marotti wouldn't come back up. There's a few guys who can change a lot with a discard. Yeah, it will change things a lot. It will change things a lot. Let's see. Let's see.
The most to gain is
I think Alexander
Becker, because Becker has a 2nd and a 3rd.
Yeah, but same as Alex. Alex is a 1st and a 5th. Matteo's got a 2nd and a 7th. You know, this could come right down to it. Really good. Can all change. Everything can change. Maciek could finish outside the top 3. People could come up. It all depends on how people finish. Yeah, very close. The worst points Maciek can carry is 11.7.
Yes.
Which is a solid, you know, you would think he could survive with that. But then you look at the other ones, 7 and a 2. It would only need to be in the top 3, you know, not, you know, Matteo to beat him if Maciek was outside the top 7. Alexander Kuzan, he would need to be in the top 5 if Maciek was outside the top 7. You know, these results can really spin very fast. So it will be a super exciting elimination.
Actually from top 5 up, they are the ones who can have the most
to gain.
So from
Nico Preen, if he was to win it.
Yeah, but
it's not so easy, obviously. But he could change. I think Pierre, but I think the bigger one down the bottom end is Enrico Marotti. 2nd and a 9 is 11. It's not so easy. He'd have to win and Maciek outside the top 7. He would then be equal points with Maciek.
But then he will win because he,
So, you know, it could happen. There's a lot of ifs and buts.
Ifs and buts.
It's not beyond the realms of possibility.
But only if we will be able to finish this round.
Yeah.
Just looking at the wind, it's getting more.
Again, it's getting worse.
Yeah.
But they are planing. They are foiling up there, that's for sure. I can't believe I'm already losing my voice. We haven't even done much talking this week, but I've a lot of shouting in these last rounds.
Pozo to go, where to go.
Surf the Manatee says, is Mortefon still yelling in the background?
No.
Well, someone is, but it's not Mortefon.
It's Lucas.
Okay, it's Lucas.
Lucas shouting.
Tati, are you going out? A few people are asking.
Where? I'm gonna stay. Why?
We got Oliveria saying, is foil windsurfing more about gear than skill?
Skill. I would say skills. No?
You need gear. You 100% need gear.
Yeah.
You need skill.
You need the skill.
Is it more?
I think it's more about
Well, it
skills.
depends.
What is it now? You don't know?
Postponed, but I don't know.
Postponed. Michelle Becker, here he is.
Ooh.
At the moment, it's on
For
postponement.
you need it.
Come here.
You need it.
It looks cold out there. We're going to have just a quick word with the boys who have been out there. We've got Lucas and we've got Michelle. You have to talk into this headset, please, boys. How is it? Give us some word from the water.
I mean, the wind was quite nice.
You have to
now
crouch
it
down.
But we have a cam.
Crouch. Yeah, we have a cam. We're going to put your face on.
Nice. So we were both on 7.3. You were on 7.3. I was on 7.
No, 8.5.
8.5. He was big, but what I wanted to say that the wind is dropping a little bit now.
Okay.
So now it's really the choice of big sail or a size smaller.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think we're both in heat 6 now, so first quarterfinal.
Thank you. I don't know.
I think so. I think so.
I would prefer to go with the big.
I can tell you where you are. You are in,
Yeah, heat 6.
yeah, heat 6.
So
We must go now.
yeah,
5th place in the overall at the moment.
so far so good.
Good race here.
Yeah.
Don't get too excited.
No.
Lucas, all good?
I don't want to know.
Okay.
Because I just want to discard my 38 points.
Okay.
After we see.
Okay, man. Good luck. All right, we'll let you boys go. Cheers. There we go. Michelle Becker. He's doing his first full season on the PWA, and I'll tell you what, it's going pretty well so far. Sitting in 5th place. In the overalls, he's got a 16th on the board. If he could manage to get inside top 16 here and discard that, it could move him up. But with a discard coming in, it might go against him. The AP is up. Postponement is up on the board. Will McMillan. Doesn't say. We're not getting any updates on the wind, but I will have a look. I think we know more than the sailors right now. Everyone's trying to find. AP is up on the boat.
No,
oh,
AP is
it's gone down. AP's gone down. There we go.
Big sails, my friend.
AP has gone down.
Oh, okay.
We're like the race officers here, me and Tati France,
What?
giving out the information.
AP is down.
There is some big holes. Yeah, it did definitely look like it's dropping. I mean, we're getting towards that time of the day where the sun is not helping the thermal.
No.
You know, it's getting colder. Is that going to count against? There'll be a few people who'll be very happy to finish right now.
Like?
Will McMillan will be one of them.
happy, yeah.
I would say Mr. Becker would be also one of them.
For sure.
5th place at the moment.
But there's also many people who are like, I don't know. I think everybody now, they are safe
Would they
with
be happy?
what they have now.
They
I
happy?
think. Huh?
You would be happy?
I mean, it's a solid race, you know, a solid event.
Actually, where is Lucas, who was just in here? Lucas Giro.
16.
He's got 38 points to
yes, so
discard.
if he can
He's
take
got
that-
2 finishes in the final.
Yes, it's
if he
true.
could get rid of the 38 points, like he said, he would skyrocket
To like-
up there. Probably top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, another final for sure. 3 finals.
He has
yeah.
a 8 and a, oh,
8
yes,
and a
yes.
6.
Yeah,
Solid.
yeah, it's true.
Solid. So, and that 38 wasn't his fault. Him and Scotty Stallman had a bit of a moment on the first reach where they had a big crash.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
true.
it was Scotty's fault, and Lucas was on the end of it.
It can take him to like top 10, top 10, yes,
he could zoom right up.
You would then take out Bruno also out. Exciting. Right on.
Exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff, amigo.
Whoa, a bit shore break.
Mm-hmm.
Shore break action.
Short reaction. All right. So AP is down at the southern boat, right?
I think so.
Do
That
we
was the
have
last
maybe
time we
heat number
looked.
2 coming up, probably?
It's definitely got colder. I can see
Cool,
the sailors looking a bit chilly. Oh, latest wind meeting, 6 to 9 knots.
And getting lighter.
It's getting lighter. This is good news for a few people, bad news for others.
Yeah.
If you want to watch more racing, it's bad news. But if your man or woman is in their positions where they want to be, they'll be pretty happy with that. What have we got here? Is Tati going to bust out some reggae tunes? Do you listen to reggae?
It's not
You
the
don't.
way. It is not the way to write tunes.
Huh?
It is not the way to write.
It isn't. It's
It's,
a cool way.
it's T-U.
Tunes. Tunes.
So this is like tunes.
Tunes.
Tunes. Tunes.
What do you
man.
listen to, Tati Franz? What sort of musical
Everything.
influences do you have?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Celine Dion?
From yeah, of course.
Of course.
I listen to everything.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What's your favourite?
R&B, hip hop.
Is it?
Hip hop, yeah. But with some nice lyrics, you know, like some meaningfully.
Oh, really?
Meaningfully, yeah.
You're
Of
getting,
course.
like,
I'm like,
deep.
oh, deep. Come on. I need to, yeah.
Yellow flag is up.
Anything in
On the
between looks
boat.
good. Yes.
Adele?
Some of the songs,
Hello?
yeah. Is it me you're looking for?
That's Lionel Richie, mate.
Adele. Why do you go with this artist, man? Like, what? Okay, so
Lionel
what do you listen to?
Oh, what a feeling when we're dancing on the ceiling. A bit of 80s, mate.
But it's
Lionel.
nice.
Bit of Lionel. Is that Lionel?
I have no clue.
You liar.
In the 80s, I
Bit
don't
Cool
know
in the
those.
Gang?
Neither. Michael Jackson? Yes.
Michael Jackson. I
Michael
like
Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Beat it. Beat it. What's your favourite Michael Jackson song? It's not Ben. Michael Jackson did a song called Ben, didn't he? Surely that's your favourite. All right, let's get into this racing. We'll stop this musical chat.
Okay.
We've not got long
So,
to go.
Elimination 4, heat number
First round.
2.
Have we got in Tati Franz? It's
Call
this
me.
one. Call me through.
Was it Mercure? Mercure, Kudo, Everard, Funk. How do you pronounce that?
Good question. That's why I give it to you.
Strasieri,
Trazelli.
Canada, Ripoll, Emser, and Telser.
There we
Germany, Telser.
Telsa. Here we go.
Heat number 2.
Mercure.
Ooh, there's a flag.
Monsieur. Mercure. Is it over line early? Does
Emser, Telser.
look like they're slowing down.
It's light movement though.
It looks like. Doesn't look like that was something happened there, didn't it? Did look like something definitely happened there. Well, excuse the radio was not transmitting, but maybe someone was over early. Maybe it was cancelled on the run up. If we see, oh, it was a recall. Okay, so general recall.
It's getting lighter though. It's getting more Here we go.
Okay, so someone said, can you explain how the elimination points work? It's quite simple, actually. The only one you have to listen to if you're not used to it is first place is 0.7.
Yep.
So you get a little bit of a bonus for winning. And then every other position is exactly the same. Oh, back to the beach. Sorry, just to interrupt you. The Z flag is up.
So we are done.
That is probably...
We are done.
Could be it for the day. I mean, the time is ticking on. It's 20 to 3. The wind is getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
This could be it. We'll wait for official confirmation. But if they are going back to the beach at this stage, this could be it. So stay tuned. This could be massive news for the guy from Thailand. Could Will McMillan be in second place on the podium? Could the reigning world champion be winning the first event of the year? Could Justine Lemaitre absolutely be demolishing the field and win?
I think that will happen.
I think you might be right. I think you might be right. Let's see. Let's see. Is that it? Okay. So, just trying to get official confirmation for exactly what is happening. Z flag is now up on the committee boat, so the sailors are coming back to the beach to change gear. Or could that be it for the day? We do not know. We haven't had official confirmation, but the wind is getting lighter. It's getting more fluky. There is no wind on the right side before the start, so they're struggling to get the run up. That needs to be clear. For more races to happen, that needs to happen. Could this be it? Could the results that are locked in right now be the final results? If they were, there would be one happy Polish rider. There would definitely be Thailand would be going crazy, and I'm sure a bit of Australia where he lives. Changing gear. It's not over for today. Calm down, everyone. They're just changing gear. Don't get too excited for the end result, because changing gear is also a big thing. Let's see. I never thought I'd say this, but we're looking forward to a bit of pasta today. Yeah, let's have a look at the results on screen so you can just put some numbers, some visuals to the sounds of it, just to give you some proper numbers. You'll be able to see then. Yeah, that is how we look at it. I mean, what a race result she is having. She has absolutely killed it. Justine Lemaitre, 3.5 points. Every result she has counted has been a first place. Maldavico from France also. That would be an amazing result for the young Frenchie. 16 points, just 1 point ahead of the world champ, Marion Mortefon. So Mortefon has got herself up into a podium place, which is a good save, but she'll be wanting more races. I think she'll fancy her chances of getting up into second place. But as we've seen, Davico has got some skills. And Blanca Alabau at the moment just behind. Femke van der Veen is the one that has dropped back today, unfortunately. So she has slipped back to 5th place. But nice to see her up there in the first place. And you can see all the other results. It is pretty close behind that, especially between Ratkova and Jackson in 6th and 7th. In the men, tell you what, in the men, Maciek Rakowski, I mean, that is, that's solid, isn't it? That is absolutely solid on the back of his world title to come to Lake Garda and potentially win the first event of the year. That is all you can ask for. That is definitely all you can ask for. So we're going to pull those results up any second, and I'll talk you through them. But at the moment, just to give you an idea, they're all coming back to the beach to change maybe for their bigger gear. The flag does seem to be flying. There we go. This is the overall results in the men. We've got Maciek Rakowski sitting in top spot, 11.7 points. Will McMillan from Thailand, 14.7 points. You can see all 3 of the top riders have won a race. There's only been 3 eliminations, so they've all each won one. So that's very fitting to have the top 3 of all winners. And then Alexander Cousin from France in 3rd place, just 1 point behind Will McMillan. Then Matteo Iachino, even after that crash, is in 4th place. Michelle Becker from Germany, still there, top 5 with 21 points, and he's got a big discard. Then we've got Pierre Mortevon, 22 points. Johan So, the Beast, with 26. And then Nico Preen has dropped back a bit today, but still in 8th place overall. Pretty solid. Yeah, I think what we'll do is I'm going to take a short break now just to get my voice back. As soon as the guys and girls are back on the water and we're back underway, I'll be straight back on the commentary. So stay tuned. This could be a very exciting afternoon of racing. Okay, so we are back in, and we are back in with the women. We've got one heat of women, and that will be it. There will be no more women's racing in this event. We then go straight into men. So this is how it is looking going into that last heat of the women. Justine Lemaitre is going to smash it out the park. She is going to win her first ever PWA event, and she has done it in some style. She really doesn't need to go out for this race, will she? I'm sure she will. I'm sure she will. But the real interesting stuff is happening for the podium places. Mal Davico, Marion Mortefon, Blanca Alabau all realistically have chances. Actually, Femke de Veen as well, because maybe another discard comes in. Let me just do some quick calculations. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there'll be 7 races. That means 2 discards, which means it could all change around. But the top spot will definitely be Justine Lemaitre. So, as we go into this, let's look at it. Marion Mortefon will discard a 6. If she's inside the top 6, she can discard a 6, so she could move right up. Mal Davico, actually, it's going to go against her because her worst discard is a 4th. She's been very consistent. So she will lose 2 points on Marion Mortefon in this race. She's only 1 point ahead. So she will need to finish 2 places ahead of Marion Mortefon to stay ahead of her in the overalls and the hunt for the podium. And then we've got Blanca Alabau. Blanca Alabau will gain even more points. So she has an 8 discard. If she can finish inside that, she will gain 4 points on Davico, which again will put her 1 point ahead. So she will still, Davico will need to finish ahead of Blanca Alabau in this race inside the top 8 to get on the podium. So there you go. Femke, she's been very consistent. She gets guys a 6. It's not going to help her as much. So I really think the battle is between Blanca Alabau, Marion Mortefon, and Mal Davico for 2nd and 3rd. Let's see how it plays out. Justine Lemaitre, though, will win this competition here in Lake Garda and start the year off with a bang. We are going into sequence, or we should say we're already in sequence. Next flag you will see on the boat will be the yellow flag, and that is 2 minutes until the start. Can Marion Mortefon get herself up into 2nd place? You wouldn't be counting against it. She was pretty fired up for one more race. I heard her speaking on the beach about it. They wanted to do at least one more race with the women. And it's nice to know that this will be the final one, and that will be it. Cards are on the table, so to speak, and you know what needs to be done. But Mal Davico really needs a good race result here. She needs to finish a couple of points ahead of Marion Mortefon to stay ahead of her in the overall. So not long to go. The wind has dropped a bit, but it's definitely not dropped. It's more, actually, that there's a lot of wind on the left-hand side of the lake and not so much on the right. But as you look upwind there, it doesn't look too bad, does it? I mean, this is the sort of stuff we were expecting the whole week. The wind from this direction and a bit more sun. That was kind of what we were expecting. And we've been dealt some pretty bad hands this week. So we've been a bit unlucky. There's no two ways about it. It looks like next week or tomorrow, even tomorrow, bright sunshine, windy from the south. But that's the way it goes. We've had some exciting racing today. And then after this women's heat, we'll be going into the men. And there is definitely some movers and shakers to come there, because they will be going into the 4th elimination. And the 4th elimination means a discard. So that will really put the cat amongst the pigeons, so to speak. Okay, so here we go. We've got Blanca Alabau on that red Severn sail in the mix. We've got the duotone with the black dot at the top. That is Sarah Jackson. Then we've got on the other duotone on the left-hand side, that is Marion Mortefon. We got Van der Veen on the black 0.7 sail. Justine Lemaitre on the S2 Maui sails, yellow and orange. Then we've got Davico on that orange loft sail, just coming into your picture. Definitely all to play for. Here we go. We're counting down. Less than 20 seconds to go. All to play for. And right now, can Marion Mortefon make a charge for 2nd place? And here we go. Counting down. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a good start. All clean down this bottom end. Sarah Jackson with a great start in the middle of the fleet. Blanca Alabao, though, has come right out of the blocks, and she is absolutely flying at the front. We've got Jenna Gibson down this bottom end as well, so the Brits going well, but Mortafon in the middle of your picture coming through. But here comes Justine Lementier showing the speed that she has showed in every round. Davico's in the mix as well. This is an exciting race. Not one of them can afford to crash out early. They need the discard. No more than Blanca Alabao. If she's to get a podium on this last race, she needs to deliver. And she's delivering right now as Blanca goes round in first place. Justine Lementier in second place. Then we've got the duotones right in the mix now. Davico, not where she wants to be. If she's to get the podium places, everyone else is. Davico just coming round right now, and that is not what she needed. Back up to the front runners. There we've got that is Marion Mortafon in fourth place. I think it's Jenna Gibson in third place. Blanca Alabao has already dropped to second place as Justine Lementier, who's been showing some serious speed this whole week, has gone into the lead once again. She doesn't even need to sail this race. But why not? When you're this fast, it's an enjoyable feeling being at the front. Blanca Alabao touching down a little bit there as Gibson comes round. Gibson not had her best event results. She's had the odd good one. She actually was second in the first, but then couldn't quite get the consistency after that. Jackson coming round now. Van der Veen in the mix, but a little bit too far back to make a impact. And Davico really not finding her best race at the moment, and this could prove, with Blanca Alabao right up in second place, that could prove the distance. We might see Blanca go onto the podium. Could she take down Marion Mortafon? Well, it's blimmin' close actually. I'm gonna have to do some maths in a minute, but Blanca Alabao, if she's to finish 2 places ahead of Marion Mortafon, that could be the difference. Justine Lementier in first, Blanca Alabao second. Then we've got Gibson. Then we've got Mortafon. So if Mortafon was to finish fourth, she would discard a 6. She would only gain 2 points. She would go on to 19 points. Blanca Alabao would discard a 8th, 11, and put in a second. I think she would move up into second place, Blanca Alabao. I'm going to have to do some remaths in a moment. But one thing's for sure, this lady on your screens right now, Justine Lementier on the S2 Maui sails, and the FMX board is going to cruise to her first ever PWA victory. Second place at the moment. Oh, Blanca Alabao's having a little fight here. This could be the difference. Jenna Gibson right next to her, and then Marion Mortafon. Let's follow these girls through, because this is where the podium places are happening. We've got the others coming through now, but it's all about those top 4 places. And there is definitely a fight for second, which could prove vital. Right, so as we come down the final stretch, Justine Lementier will finish with another bullet and finishes absolutely perfectly with 4.2 points. She jumps off, and that is her first ever PWA victory. Second place, Blanca Alabao. That could have moved her up because Jenna Gibson is in third. Marion Mortafon is in fourth place. We'll do the maths in a minute. If anyone wants to do them for me, it's absolutely fine. But then Jackson goes over the line, followed by the other duotone, and then Van der Veen. So just do some quick maths. Justine Lementier smashes it. Davico will definitely drop back outside of the top 3. Marion Mortafon will discard a 6th place to 11 points and then take 4, so that she'll have 15 points. Blanca Alabao has got 19. Take away 8. She gets 11 plus a 3rd. I think she moves up to second place. Yeah. So Blanca has pulled it out the bag, and by my quick maths, she moves up to second. Marion Mortafon stays in third place.
Marion will be fourth, right?
No, Marion moves up into third, as far as I know.
No.
Yes.
Who's this?
Oh, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
No, she'd have 16 points.
Who?
Oh, it's going to be close. I think she's just going to miss out, Davico.
Yeah.
I think Davico would just miss out in fourth place
She'll be fourth for sure.
by 1 point.
By 1 point.
It was
yeah.
super close, super close. So we go into the men.
Heat number 2, no?
It's absolutely freezing, I've got to be honest, in this tent on the beach. I am frozen. If my teeth starts chattering, I apologise, but we have got one elimination left in the men. It's the fourth elimination. It's a big one. That's when you get the discard. Okay,
Sorry,
we're going to
sorry,
put Tatty's mic on live.
All right. I'm back.
We've got Jordi Vonk in this one.
Yeah, Jordi Vonk.
He had a disaster in the other quarter, didn't
At
he?
30.
He was looking good,
At
looking
30.
fast, but at
Missed the
it,
jibe.
basically.
Just missed the jibe. Cool.
Mercer from France in first place, Jordi Vonk in second. He's been having a pretty solid event,
Yeah, he is.
Mercer.
Who's this guy?
Very consistent.
Ooh.
It's pretty chilly.
Yeah.
Pretty chilly as the Japanese rider goes through. So this is the first round of elimination 4. We're not expecting to see many crazy upsets now. This is just to get you into the next round where all the seeded riders come in. And that is where we can see some upsets. There we go. Pretty cruisy from the top boys. Mercer in first place, Vonk in second. We got Mr. Tucker saying, does anyone know if they're doing another men's elimination? This is it. It actually looked like it might have even picked up the wind, especially on the left-hand side.
It is stronger.
Yeah. And a couple of the boys took bigger sails.
Yeah, because they thought it was less wind, but it got stronger as they were going out. So
Yeah.
it's a bit difficult to come back and get those
It's not
smaller sails.
easy. I mean, we have got the south wind now, which means we're closer to the beach, but it's still not close, is it?
Yeah.
Still quite far away.
Yeah.
So Mercer first, Jordi Vonk second. Big gap to the third place rider, which is the other Severn in this. Everard, we'd expect him to be up there as well on the Neil Pride, young Belgian rider. We're going to heat up the commentary when we get through to the quarterfinals because there is a lot of things at stake in this one. Got a feel for Davico actually. She sailed a really good race in the women's and maybe has just missed out on the podium.
I think she just missed it out.
Yeah, I think she just
by
missed
just
out.
1 point.
But a great, I mean, Blanca Alabao, if she's come through to take second, that is a really big comeback today. I mean, that is...
It's always the end of the,
right on the skin of her teeth.
Keep it together.
Yeah. But then
Right?
there is a lot of people saying 2 discards after 7 is too many.
And it's...
You get 1 discard after 4, why 2 after 7?
But it's been like this for years.
Still
so why would you
strange.
want to change it now,
Still strange.
Because it's 4, 7, 9, 11. No, 4,
4,
7, 11. 12. Or 11. I think it's 11.
Doesn't make
I
sense.
think.
Still doesn't make sense.
No.
Because 7 and 11 is 4 again. So
Yeah.
it should be 8 and 12. But
8 and 12.
it's an interesting one. Always debated hotly. I mean, I'm not out there racing.
Heat number 3, right? Yes, number 3. We have...
So this is the
Ooh, look at-
second heat in the first round. We got
they're
Macca.
flying down. They're
We've got
flying.
Jules.
30th, yes. Heat
Yeah,
number
heat number
3.
3, but the second heat of the third round, but heat number 3 for sure. On this, we got Macca leading on the Neil Pride. We've also got Scotty Stallman from the UK on the Gastra in second place. Jules from Guadeloupe in third place. Oh, this is going to be close. That looked pretty, pretty tight at that mark, didn't it? Yeah, it looks like they all came away unscathed. So Macker, Stallman and Jules, 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Who's in fourth place? Is it the German rider?
Det står Severn, no? Från vad det står.
Local?
Local... Severn.
It's on the Severn. Might have to get a bit of a close-up when we come in, but it's looks a very close battle for that 4th and 5th place. Definitely Macker, Stallman and Jules. And then that battle for 4th place is on right now.
Yeah.
Is that the French? No, it can't be. Oh, it's close, isn't it? 4th place is heating up.
This is the last mark, right? No, no, second, no, third.
Hugo from Sweden.
Ooh.
Maybe he's in the mix.
Let's see, let's see.
I think he might be on a duotone.
He's flying today, yeah? This guy.
He's absolutely
Yeah,
flying.
flying.
Macker, he's absolutely killing it. Macker. Stallman as well, going well. They've kind of a little bit of a lead from the chasing pack. So Macker first, Stallman, Jules. See if we can get a close-up on that. As your eyesight, Sweden on the duotone, I think.
Yeah. Yes, Hugo. And then Michel on the last one.
Okay, let's get the
German, no?
binoculars out for number 3. I apologise.
Number 4.
Sorry, number 4, you're
Number
right.
4.
One jibe mark to go. First round of this 4th elimination. Macker goes round in first. Second place, Stallman. Third place, Jules. Oh, good jibe from...
German.
Is it the German?
Rachel.
But...
But
I tell you what,
somebody
though,
went on the inside.
Jules is having a bit of a problem here because I think Hugo from Sweden... Oh, no, Jules coming back at him. He's coming back at him. Someone else is having a little blast.
Yeah.
One of the free riders is going to get eaten up.
Cruising.
Looks like a young kid.
Yeah.
Probably his first experience of PWA racing. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be that top 4. Jules is going to get that 4th spot. So there we go. That's the end of heat number 3. Okay, heat number 4 up next. Winter, Daldorf, Struisma, Rocha, Riegler, Matula, Ristori and Gavalelli. Yeah, we are already up and running. But is it a general recall?
No.
No, sorry, this is the... Sorry, this isn't even started yet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. There we go. It's a good start. Italy 3, 4, 5, looking pretty solid.
Daldorf on it.
We've got the Croatian also looking good. A few of the guys pushing it here. But Winter on that 0.7 sail, also looking good from Denmark.
Flying.
Malta Russia looking good. Oh!
Daldorf went down.
Jeez.
That's a stick.
That looked brutal. Imagine doing that in front of someone.
That's a stick in the water.
my
Something in the
life.
water, for sure.
Really? I heard from Matteo Iachino or someone else that he spun out. So the back wings span out. That's what I heard. Not from him himself, but good jibe mark, good mark round in there from Winter on the 0.7. Came through. It was a brutal crash that from Daldorf.
Daldorf, yeah.
So the wind
that's
is
a proper
picked up.
crash. That's a proper crash.
Yeah, that's got to hurt. You're going to get
Yeah,
some
for sure.
whiplash off that bad boy. So Russia, Winter having a good battle here. Oh, it's
small
definitely
and
windy
fast,
now.
huh?
It's on. It is on. This is going to be a super exciting elimination. We're only in the first round at the moment, but when we get through to that quarterfinals, there'll be a lot at stake. I think emotions will be pretty high. I just have that feeling. Oh, you already lost Riegler. Riegler needs to get into the quarterfinals. Oh, and he's messed it up. Oh, the Neil Pride of Riegler has just maybe let that slip. He was on his way to the quarterfinals. Maybe he's just let it go. Maltarusha, the Italian, sailing under a German sail number. Well, he's definitely not got a German accent, Maltarusha, has he?
Before he was Italy, 777.
He used to be. Moved to German number. Maybe there's more money in the German numbers.
Ooh,
But
Volkswagen.
Maltarusha going round in first place. Winter in second place. Then we've got a real battle. Riegler really wants that fourth place. Surely the last. Oh, Riegler. Oh, wah, wah,
That's
wow.
it. Oh, he falls again.
Oh, no.
That's it.
A disaster for the Austrian. It's not to be. He's not going to make it through to the quarterfinals. Top boys are flying, though, in this one.
Mm-hmm.
As they come round the last mark. Reuscher, Winter, 1-2 still. And we've got the challenger sail of
Who's that?
This is someone's just gone down. It's blooming close at that end bit. I think it's
It's getting windier. That's what's getting.
Gavelli on Italy 345. Gavelli, definitely the top two though. Reuscher and Winter just got this wrapped up. They're going to go into heat number 8 against Rukowski, Huber, Board and Martini. There we go. It's getting windy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Proper
seeing some
windy.
proper breeze. There we go. The Italian in third place.
Heat number 5.
Oh, and then a very close run thing for fourth place.
What?
So here we go. Heat number 5.
Number 5, right?
Up
Yes,
next.
number 5.
We've got Preen, Vanderberg, TMA, Foyer,
Van der Hoeven.
Van der Heuvel, Hessels, and
And Frans.
Frans. Tati Frans is in this one.
I'm inside there.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. There we go.
Jimmy.
It's a
Ooh,
solid
Jimmy.
start. Jimmy TMA. The wind is picking up. Gonna be living the dream right now. He likes a bit of breeze. Expect Nico Preen to get through this one. Didn't have a good quarter-final last time, which is why he's in this round. But he needs to get out safely because a discard could definitely help his course. On the S2 Bowie sails, though, it's going well.
Who's that?
Vanderberg. Bob.
I'm Bob.
Going quick, actually. Round in first place, Vanderberg. Then we've got Nico Preen. We've got the duotone of TMA just coming round now. Foyer is in there as well. And Hessel's just going round at the end. These boys are flying at the front. They don't want to push too hard, but as we saw from Will, I spoke to him earlier about his jibe. He basically backed off on the jibe, and that was kind of the problem.
Yeah.
He needed to push a little bit, but when he backed off, that was when it went wrong. Here we go, round in first place. It's close, isn't it? It doesn't really matter for this. You just got to be in the top 4. Oh, Jimmy TMA got some work to do. As has Hessels. Foyer looks like he's maybe in the mix.
Nico is still there. Preen is still there, no?
Yeah,
Nico
Preen
is
leading. Look at the size of sail difference, though. Looks interesting, doesn't it? The Neil Pride definitely looks bigger. But Vandenberg going quick here. Gaining on Mr. Preen. Don't push too hard. You just got to make it round top 4. Oh. Jimmy Tiame waiting to pounce in 5th place. This is the last heat of the first round.
I tell you, it looks proper windy now at the moment.
It does. It really does. Sounds it as well. I mean, on the screen, it looks like it's howling, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really does look like it's absolutely cranking. Maybe it is, because Nico's kind of backing off on this jibe.
I mean, it is the last mark, you know, and you're leading by...
Yeah, so Nico just making it clean rounds.
Take it easy.
Vandenberg, then Italy, 86, and the Netherlands. Jimmy Tiame is going to miss out here.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be Van der Heuvel and Foyer with Vandenberg and Preen, who are going to make it through to the quarterfinals. With a bit of an increase in wind, it'll be interesting to see what that does to the results. Will we see different results coming through? Or maybe how much wind actually is there? Yeah, looks a pretty clean one for the boys there. There we go, well done. Into the quarterfinals. Next up, heat number 6, first of the quarterfinals. We're going to have Michel Becker, Giraud, Giacchino, Mattis, Mercer, Vonk, Canada, and Kudo. Yeah, they're even pumping off the beach. We haven't actually seen that earlier, did we? It was very light on the beach.
Becker, you know. Ooh, Becker is in this heat, no?
Yeah, it's a big heat for Michel Becker, this one.
They are
really needs to make it to the semis.
They're starting now.
If he makes it to the semis, he can only improve his score because his worst result is a 16th place. So if he makes it, he can only improve. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It was late.
Good start, we're hearing.
Yeah.
Maybe not for Michel Becker a good start, though. He looks pretty deep. Looks like Giraud looking good. Looks like Matteo Giacchino down this bottom end looking good. There's plenty of breeze. It looks like Mercer looking all right. Jordi Vonk has got the bit between his teeth as well.
The Giacchino is flying down. The
is solid at that top end. And Mattis. This is looking scary.
Giacchino is flying.
Oh, my life. This is looking scary on the foil right now. It really does look windy, as it's going to be Giraud, I think, that goes round in first place. Matteo Giacchino as well, head-to-head. And Mercer. Then we've got Vonk. Then we've got Michel Becker. It's all to play for. He's going well, Lucas, at the moment, isn't he? Lucas Giraud. Keep your eye on him because he will move up. He will definitely move up. That's not Mattis, is it? I think it's Lucas.
No, it's Lucas. It's Giraud.
Matteo Giacchino. Oh, look at Becker going on that top end. Michel Becker on the Patrick gear, just coming through. I think he's gone up here already into third place. So found some speed there. And it looks like Lucas is actually missing out. And tell you what, Becker has just rolled everybody. Michel Becker is not having any of it, although someone's tried to take the inside line. Becker's come out smelling of roses there. The Gastras are also looking good, but Jordi Vonk is the one that's dropped back. But it is Matteo Giacchino, Michel Becker, followed by Lucas Giraud, and then Mattis on the other Gastra. But Michel Becker has got some speed.
No way.
Look at that speed. The Patrick gear definitely looks like it's going well at this competition. Michel Becker really giving a good account of himself here. in Lake Garda at the first event, and he has got a GoPro 360 on his head. Michel Becker, great jibe from him,
Ooh,
followed by
that's a perfect
Matteo
jibe.
Iachino. Then we've got Lucas Giraud, followed by the other Gastro rider, Mattis.
And you're in 6th or 7th?
He's deep, that's what he is. He's not in a qualifying position. One man who is,
Becker
though,
is flying down. He's just flying down.
absolutely going for it here, Michel Becker. Like I said, if he makes this top 16, he can only gain. He's got a 16th to gain, and he might take more people in the overalls. Looking at the showing he's given here, wouldn't put him off making the final. So Michel Becker, one jibe mark to go. Keeps it nice and dry. Matteo Iachino, second. Then we've got Lucas Giraud. Then Mattis, big fight with the other Saverne of Mercure, but he's dropped back as well. It looks like it's going to be the two Gastro boys that get third and fourth. Matteo Iachino in second place, but Michel Becker, barring a disaster, will book himself into that semi-final.
He's fast today. He's
on it,
late.
isn't he? Looks really tuned in.
He had a pretty bad start, and then he just gained ground as they were going down the course.
Yeah,
so that's
he's
really
got
good.
speed, man.
It's amazing.
He's got serious speed,
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
And there he goes. So a win for Michel Becker into the semis, as is Matteo Iachino, Lucas Giraud, and Mattis.
Mattis, yeah.
Good rate from him. Jordi Volk misses out. Monsieur misses out. Bit of shore break going on the lake.
It's getting windier.
Here we go. Next heat up. Second of the quarterfinals. Marotti,
Marotti.
Johan So, Kuzan, Vrieswijk, Macker, Stolman, Rashu, and Jules.
This could be like a hockey heat, no?
Yeah.
Okay, they're going down.
Solid.
Heat number 7 is coming down. This look interesting. Ooh.
Six, five, four, three,
Good
two,
start.
1. Bam! There we go.
Johan,
we
the
are
perfect
off.
start.
Johan So, the beast on the black point 7 sail. Looked like he had a good start up that top end. Now we've got the Patrick sail of Alexander Kuzan looking pretty good. We've got Amado Vrieswijk in the middle on the red Saverne. And then down this bottom end on the Neil
Enrico.
Prize, Marotti.
Ooh.
We've got also Macker on the Neil Prize. S2 Maui sails having a bit of a moment, Jules, at that top end. But into the first mark, it looks like it's going to be Enrico Marotti fighting out with Amado Vrieswijk and the Beast. It's going to be Enrico Marotti, Amado Vrieswijk, the Beast, and then Alexander Kuzan. Keeping it solid. Top 4, that's all you need. No heroics needed. All to play for in this 4th elimination. A discard will be coming in, and a discard will definitely improve Enrico Marotti's score. He's got a hefty discard. He could really zoom up the leaderboard. I mean, if he was to win this, there is no guarantees that he couldn't win the event. I think he would be level on with Maciek if Maciek were to finish outside the top 7. So it really is all to play for. Oh, good jibe. Johan So's there. Amado Vrieswijk's there. Alexander Kuzan's still there. Oh, Macker makes a mistake. The top 4 are just inching ahead right now. If you are just joining us, this is the last day of racing here in Lake Garda for the opening event on the PWA World Tour. We are doing foil slalom right now, and it is coming right down to the wire. We have only got a few races left. The discard will come into effect after this elimination, and all bets are off. It is so open in the men's fleet. In this race, Enrico Marotti leading, the Beast, Johan So in second, Amado Vrieswijk in third, and Alexander Kuzan is in 4th place and a qualifying position. Kuzan will get to discard a 10th if he makes the final. He's got a 1st and a 5th. He could really take this event win with a good result in this elimination. Enrico Marotti could move right up. He's got a 30th place. He's got a 9th and a 2nd. So if he won this elimination, he could move right up into the podium. So it is really coming down to this. Amado Vrieswijk, another guy who could move up, but he hasn't got such good results. So he's been quite steady, actually. So I think he could miss out with this discard. He might even drop back. These guys are out of it at the moment, not in qualifying positions. So there we go. Enrico Marotti will get through to the semi-finals. Johan So on the Black Point 7 sail will go through to the semi-finals. And Amado Vrieswijk will be in the semi-finals. That's your top 3. And 4th place rider, we're expecting to see Alexander Kozan on the Patrick gear, who has probably the most to gain from a discard. And there he is. So he will qualify. Top 16 for Alex. Next heat on the water is heat number 8, the 3rd of the quarterfinals. Rakowski, the event leader, current reigning world champion. We've got William Hubert, foil speed world champion 2023. We got Cedric Board. I mean, this guy has been around a long time. He's not the oldest guy in the fleet. Tati Franz is the oldest guy in the fleet. I don't mean to go on
the fleet, man. Come on, what are you talking about?
We've got Bruno Martini, local hero. I mean, he's one of the quickest boys out there. We've got Rocha, we've got Vinter, Gavanelli, and Struismar, sorry.
Good start, no?
Oh, it's a general recall, and that Neil Pride of Bruno Martini is sticking out like a, well, I won't go there, but it's sticking out. You'd have to say Bruno Martini is gone.
I think so too, yeah.
I mean, Hubert at the top end, but he didn't look as far.
No, but
Bruno
I think
looked like he had a nose ahead. Oh, Bruno. Maybe he wanted to finish on a bang.
That's the end.
Yeah, he pushed it a bit too hard there.
Yeah.
We'll wait for official confirmation, but it did look, to my eye, that the Italian was sticking out. Okay, let's just give you an idea. So we are in the 3rd quarter-final. So heat number 8, elimination 4. This is the last elimination for this competition. This will decide the winners in the men's fleet. We've already done the women. In fact, let's see if they've updated the results on the women, just to give you official confirmation. Yes, it is official. And our maths are pretty good, I think. So Justine Lemaitre will win this event here in Lake Garda, the opening event of the PWA Tour, and she'll be leading the rankings. A first ever event win. Massive result for the young Frenchie. Blanca Alabau has basically blitzed it today. She has gone from pretty much out of it to 2nd place on the podium. So a great comeback from Blanca Alabau, who is also the foil world speed champion, I think, as well.
Yes,
she got a couple of weeks ago.
Yes,
Marion Mortavon stays in 3rd place. She did actually overtake Davico today, but Blanca Alabau obviously jumped ahead of Marion. So Marion will stay in 3rd position. That last race was the one that cost her. She needed to beat Blanca. That is all she needed to do. And didn't do it. Finished 2 places behind her. So yeah, Femke Davico obviously finished in 4th, and Femke van der Veen in 5th place. Those are the women's standings at the moment. In the men, going into this elimination, Maciej Rakowski is leading 11.7 points. Will McMillan, 17 years old, sailing for Thailand, 14.7 points. And then Alexander Kozan, 15.7. Matteo Aquino, Michelle Becker, Pierre Mortavon, Johan So, Nicholas Preen, Amado Vrieswijk, Bruno Martini. That's your top 10. These results at the moment mean nothing, because we are running a 4th elimination, and that means a discard. When the discard comes in, we're going to see Enrico Marotti jump massively if he gets a good result in that. Looking at what he's doing at the moment, I wouldn't put any bets against that. I think we're going to see Michel Becker jump. He's got a 16th place to discard. He's got a second and a third. After what we just saw in that quarter-final, he's already in the top 16. He's looking hot right now. So expect maybe a little move from him. Matteo Iacuno's got to watch his back. And also teammate Alexander Kozan. There's a few people who could jump here. We're just going to have to see how it plays out for now. So let's get back to the elimination. We've had a general recall. We're expecting Bruno Martini to be called over. Let's see if we've got confirmation of that. General recall, Martini jumps the gun and is out of the elimination.
Yeah, but you could have seen that.
We kind of saw that, yeah. It was quite an obvious...
It was easy, not easy, but you can see that he was the one. Okay, we are back in the starting position of the heat number.
So here we go.
8.
7 riders in this. No, yes.
Yeah, 7, yeah.
Heat number 8. Third of the quarterfinals. Rutkowski, Hubert, Board, Reuscher, Winter, Gavalelli and Struzma. Could we see someone else jump into this top 4? We should do. Looking at that, if Martini's gone, you'd expect Reuscher to maybe be that man, but you never know. Winter's been showing some good speed. The Danish young rider. Keep your eye on the 0.7 cell. Maybe he's got a chance here. Bit more wind on the course could favour him. 2, 1,
good
bang.
Start.
There we go.
Perfect
Good start. Hubert down this bottom end. Good start from him. In the middle of the pack, we've got some challenger cells. One of them, obviously, the event leader and current world champion, Maciek Rutkowski. We've also got Cedric Board on the Severn looking pretty good. Winter's back at the moment in the pack. Reuscher up that top end on the Gastro looking good. Who's the other guy on the Challenger? I'm going to have to get my eyes in here because Hubert going round in first place. Maciek Rutkowski in second. Then we've got Board. And then we have got...
Italy.
Italian on the...
Yeah, Gavioli.
Gavioli, yeah. Gavioli. Wow, this could be a good result for Gavioli. He's got Reuscher right behind him, and he's going to have to hold him off the whole way round. But it's looking very good at the moment at the front of the fleet for William Hubert on the Phantom setup. He's missing a couple of his teammates. They're over in the IQ Foil World Championships, trying to go to the Olympics. But William Hubert is here, leading this quarterfinal. Second place, Maciek Rutkowski. Then we got Cedric Board. Then Gavioli. Then Reuscher. Not a great jibe from Reuscher, but managed to keep it going. Gavioli looking good though in fourth.
It's very cold.
Small sail.
Yeah.
Looks quick. 2 jibe marks to go. 3 reaches. Hubert's flying. He isn't the world foil speed champion for nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
He's better on the smaller kit, for sure.
Yes.
So Hubert ran in first place. Lovely jibe from him.
Maciek.
Second place, Maciek just keeping it steady. Not too steady. Third place, Cedric Board, and still Gavioli. Reuscher, though, has maybe caught up a little bit of ground. And as I say that, Malte Reuscher looks like he just lost it on the way out of that jibe mark. And that is going to put Gavioli in a much better position now.
And he is fast also.
Yeah, look at the speed of William Hubert. He's got him a lot of breathing room
this is
now.
Yes, it is the last jibe.
Yeah, last jibe coming through.
Line.
Makes it look easy. Easy, easy. Second place, Maciek Rutkowski. One-hander. Board looks relaxed. Gavioli.
Vincent.
Looking good as well. Winter's caught right up. I think it's too little too late. And that's it. Last reach. barring a disaster, they will be your places. But Hubert smashed this quarterfinal. Maciek Rakowski looking solid, Cedric Board, then Gavioli at the moment. I mean, Winter has caught up, but it's, I think, like you say, it's too little, too late.
Yeah.
It's not going to be able to make any ground. So Hubert wins it, Maciek second, Board third, Gavioli makes the semis.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got one more quarterfinal to go, heat number 9. We've got Will McMillan, 17 years old. He's just won his first ever PWA final. He probably should have 2 bullets in the bag, but made a mistake on the last jibe in the second elimination. We've got Dal Pont in this one. We've got obviously Pierre Mortefon, Anton Kestel, Nico Preen, Van der Berg, Foyer, and Van der Heuvel. "20 seconds we're hearing to go.
Don't push it too much, guys. Don't push too much.
Don't push too much, but it's windy. We like this. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Perfect,
Ooh,
perfect,
look
perfect.
close up there, but I think
Perfect
it's
hit.
good.
Yes, perfect. Turn the recall? No. Perfect hit.
Will McMillan, look at him on the challenger sail. The Hulk. He's got it, hasn't he?
Now I think now he will be faster because it's windier, so he can be faster.
Well,
no?
Kestel down this bottom end, though,
There's also-
he's got some speed, and he's like a guy, he doesn't back off,
Doesn't
does
back
he?
off, no.
Kestel does not back off, but nor does Will McMillan. But he is showing he's not just a flash in the pan. He's been putting together some really solid racing. Always on the start line, always got good speed, and he's leading once again round the first mark. So Will McMillan round in first place. Then we've got Anton Kestel. I think it is then, is that Mortefon? There's quite a few duotones in this. We've got Dal Pont, we've got Mortefon.
Kestel.
Where's Preen?
Enrico?
Preen's in this one.
Preen is this one on the last one. Here,
Okay.
down below.
So we are,
Right?
I'm just looking down the list. I think Foyer is the other guy on the Neil Pride.
Oh, yeah.
But Will McMillan looking very good for another top 16. Could he do the unthinkable and win the event?
Never know.
You never know. Coming into this jibe mark, Will goes round in first. Second place, Kestel. Then we've got, and someone's gone down pretty hard there. Was that Dal Pont? I think it's Nico Preen up into, well, it's difficult to see without saying all the numbers. I think it's Nico Preen who's inside the top 4 at the moment. I think it's Mortefon in third place, Kestel second, Will McMillan up there in first place at the moment.
Pierre.
It's Pierre for sure. So Nico Preen in a qualifying position at the moment as McMillan comes round in first place. Keeping it together, looking solid. Kestel also looking solid. So is Mortefon. Preen. Jibes clean.
Van der Heuvel, no? Yes.
Van der Heuvel right behind him. Yeah, Foyer was the guy who dropped back. So yeah, we go. Looks pretty solid for the top 4.
You see, he's out of the strap.
He's kind of cruising, isn't he?
He doesn't put the feet in the strap.
No, he's almost like,
strap.
that's enough. I mean, it's interesting. Do you need your feet in the straps to go fast? Obviously not. Or is he backing off right now?
I don't think it's big enough with him because it's getting windier.
Okay,
You have more
so Will
control.
McMillan goes round the last jibe mark in first place. Solid jibe. Kestel second. Pierre Mortefon third. Nico Preen in fourth. Can't afford a mistake, and that was a little mistake
okay.
there.
Keep it cool.
And Van der Heuvel. No, is it Van der Heuvel? No, Van der Berg. Van der Berg. The lady in red is coming through, even though it's not red. McMillan. He looks good, doesn't he? You'd think to yourself, well, surely he can't do it. I tell you what, the way he's
If
going,
he wins this one, then he can become first, right?
all bets are off. That's for
Right?
sure, yes. He's crazy. Could he do it? I'm sure there's going to be a lot of support. 17 years old, Will McMillan books himself into the semis. Kestel second. Third place, Mortafon. Preen does make it, although it was very close in the end.
On the last one,
Whoa,
he almost crashed in the last
very close,
one.
but Preen does make it to the top 16. He needed that. He really did need that top 16 to stay inside the top 10.
Do we have more women races or not?
No, women
It's
are
done.
finished.
Okay. So now we have to wait for the...
Okay, straight up, first of the semi-finals, we've got Michel Becker, Matteo Iachino, we've got Lucas Giraud, we've got Mattis from France, we've got Marotti, Johan So, Vrieswijk, Cousin. This is tough.
This is tough.
This is
this
tough.
is definitely tough.
I mean, semi-finals. And the thing is, at the beginning of this event, you would see some of those names and it wouldn't have sounded as tough.
Yeah.
But now we know Becker's got speed.
Yeah.
We know Giraud has got speed. Mattis has been going well. Some of the names that you would have gone...
Surprising.
Yeah.
So
there's a few guys that have stepped up in
like
this event.
even if you see like these weird names that you never heard of, they can become
100%. 100%.
So,
like I say, you've seen it during the competition.
Yeah.
They've just got stronger and stronger, and your respect for them has gone up because they've been delivering.
Yeah.
Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. There we go. We are off.
Drone
We've
shot.
got the Patrick in the middle. Who is that? Is
Gabber.
that
Is it
Becker? It
Gabber?
is Becker.
This is Becker,
So
yeah,
Becker's
Becker.
going well. Johan So on the black 0.7 sail going well. Up the top, we've got Matteo Iachino also looking good. But the beast is going for it right now from Denmark. Johan So looking fast. We've also got the Neil Prides coming through as Vanderberg's in the way. Get out of the way, Vanderberg. Get out of the way, Bob.
But we also have
Drop
Amado
back
in the
a bit
mix.
there, though. Look at that, though. Enrico Marotti is coming through right
Have Amado
now.
in the mix.
So Enrico Marotti round in first. Then we've got the Beast in second. Really good jibe on the
Burak.
inside. On the
Amado
Gastra.
goes down.
And we've lost a couple. We've lost all the Patricks. All the Patricks have gone down. Michel Becker's gone down. Amado's gone down.
Yeah, Amado's gone
and
down.
Alexander Cousin's going down. This is really bad news for the Patrick team. These guys had a real chance right now with another discard. And now they are all out. There's no way they're getting back in this. They are no way they're getting back in this. So they will have to settle for the runners-up
Unless something
final.
happens again, which I
We'll
doubt.
have to wait and see. Coming round this jibe mark now, it is Enrico Marotti. He's finally found his upper gears and he is going through them right now. Johan So looking good. I think it's Lucas. Lucas is going to
Lucas.
Is that Lucas in third?
Yeah.
So he is flying.
And
He's got a massive discard. Amado Vrieswijk's got too much to do. I think we can just keep on the top four right now because they are so high and dry. But Enrico Marotti, Johan So looking very good to book themselves into the final of Elimination 4. This is where the discard comes in. Like I said, Enrico Marotti could boost himself straight back up to the podium. We've got Lucas Giraud, who really could make a challenge right now for the top 10.
Yeah.
He is going to be right up there with a good result if he gets in this final. And then we've got Matteo Iachino, who hasn't actually been firing on all cylinders, but he's been
up and
there or
down.
thereabouts all the time. Super consistent.
But he also has some bad lucks in the heats, you know. So
Yeah,
it's a bit
no,
difficult
he's had some things go wrong, but he's still there. He's definitely still there. Johan So leading this one. Would book himself into the final, which would definitely help. I think all eyes are on Enrico Marotti for me. He can do some serious damage. He can upset the podium party right now. Johan So round in first. Enrico Marotti second. Then we've got
Matteo
Iachino. Oh, and
Lucas
Giraud. It's a battle between Mattis here.
and he
Lucas Giraud could just lose out to his teammate Mattis. This is a real big battle on the Gastras. Keep your eye on the blue Gastras right now because this is where the battle is going on. Johan So, Enrico Marotti, Matteo Iachino, they have all booked themselves into that final, but the real battle is the 4th and 5th place between Mattis and Giraud on the Gastras. And there it is. That is the battle. Mattis is absolutely flying. He has gone from strength to strength every race, but Lucas has definitely not given up. This is going to come right down to the wire as Giraud is putting in the power. And he ccame right through at the end. That is a photo finish.
I don't know.
That is an
I don't know.
absolute
I think,
photo finish.
I think Mattis still got it.
Maybe.
I think.
Wow.
Because his board was still more like forward than the one from Lucas. I'm sure about it.
This is close,
I'm
man.
sure about it. I'm sure about it.
This is close.
I'm sure about it.
He was upwind, though. Depends where that buoy is placed. We didn't have the right angle right now. But that will be massive for Lucas. Because if I go to the results, Lucas is sitting with a 38.5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's got a 38.5, an 8th, and a 6th. If he makes the final, that's another top 8. Yeah. He could be up there in the top 5.
Yeah, probably.
Top 10 guaranteed.
Points.
At the moment, he's sitting in 16th place. So whether he makes it or not, and then we've got Mattis. He's been pretty consistent, 18.5, 22.5, 14. Yeah. He won't stand to gain the same amount as Lucas Giroux.
I think Mattis got it.
Okay. Letty France thinks...
I think.
You think Mattis has got it?
Yeah. I think
he might have just snuck him.
Because his board was just, they were like this. This board.
Yeah,
so
it did look like it. You're right, it did look like it.
Yeah.
Right, next heat. On the water, red flag just goes down. That's 3 minutes to go till the start. William Huber, Maciej Rakowski, Cedric Board, Gavinelli, Macmillan, Kestel, Mortafon and Preen. That is heat number 11, the second of the semi-finals. It's pretty chilly here.
It's chilly,
in Lake Garda right now.
Traveling,
The guys are hanging on. We've got 3 heats left. This is the semi-final, number 2. Then we've got a runners-up final and a winners' final.
Yeah.
All to play for. The champion will be crowned in the next couple of heats.
Okay, I'm guessing.
Any predictions?
My prediction?
What sail sizes are they on out there? I think that some of them have took smaller now, have they?
Yeah, I think Yodi was on 7.75 on the last one. And I also think
I'm seeing a few smaller ones than that, maybe.
Like 6 something, no?
Yeah, look, it does look like that. A few guys are gambling on smaller sails. I'd say the bigger guys definitely on the 7, but maybe some of them on the big stuff still. I don't know. It does look windy, though.
Is there somebody here that can ask, probably?
Whoa, it is cold, man. It is cold. Woo. Right. Come on, couple of heats to go. We're going to warm ourselves up. 1 minute 30 odd on the clock. Seven, 7-3. So around 7-0 seem to be the go. We are coming in. Just over a minute to go. Just over a minute to go.
Couson had a 6-6 now.
6-6. Who? Alexander Couson on 6-6. So 7-0. We're lining up for the start. We've got 1 minute on the clock.
Everybody is on 7, it's like 7-ish.
Okay. Good to know. Some good feedback. Right, so let's count them in. Hubert, where are you? He's at the back there on that phantom sail. We've got Rakowski in the middle of your picture on the Challenger. We've got a few challenges in this. As Will took a smaller sail because it looks different, doesn't it?
He has to do it.
Yeah, so Will has took a smaller sail. Will that change things?
For sure.
I guess we're about to find out.
Faster.
So Will McMillan on a smaller sail. We've got Cedric Board on the Severn. Got a big old Neil Pride in there, which is Nico Preen. Looks massive, doesn't it? Here we go. One. Bam. There we go. It's a good start by the looks of it. Great start from the duotone. Who is that? The duotone? I think it's Pierre Mortafon. Just below him, we've got Will McMillan, and he's not backing down. We've got Cedric Board on the Severn. This side of it. Maciej Rakowski in the middle. William Huber is absolutely flying on the Phantom. At the moment, Maciej's going a little bit out the back door, but it doesn't count until you cross the line at the end. Coming into this first mark, there is going to be a hell of a sandwich sandwich. And the phantom of William Hubert is flying. He's actually outpaced Will McMillan. It's the first time he's not been first into the mark. Will that affect his jibe? No, great jibe from Will McMillan. The Phantom of Hubert, good jibe. Then we've got Mortefon, a good jibe from Maciek Rakowski has outpaced Cedric Board. Cedric Board has gone super low on the left-hand side. Maciek Rakowski stayed out of trouble and gone up on the other side. So a big difference in angle for those guys. Will McMillan powering through. We've got William Hubert down this bottom end flying as well. And this is looking like some extreme racing action right now. The Formula One of windsurf racing on the PWA coming into this jibe mark. Hubert round in first place. Second place is still McMillan. Third place, Mortefon. Good jibe from Rakowski, staying out of trouble.
But
and the top four are pulling out a little bit of ground on the 5th and 6th place riders. It looks like Preen on the Neil Pride is in 5th place. Any mistakes, he will be there. But it's all about the top four right now. These top four would make the final if it was to stay like this. And still, it would be open for the overall title. But advantage would go to Maciek Rakowski, I would think. William Hubert looking good on the smaller stuff. So Hubert, round in first place still. Will McMillan, 17 years old. Is he going to make another final? Great jibe from Will. Mortefon goes round. Rakowski goes round. This top four does look very solid at the moment.
Yes.
This is looking good. 5th place at the moment, still Cedric Board. Looked like Nico Preen was in there, but there's just maybe too much of a gap. They're going to need a big mistake from one of the top four in this. At the moment, I can't see it happening. We've got Hubert leading on the Phantom. Just at the bottom of your picture, Will McMillan. Then we've got Pierre Mortefon. Then the reigning world champ and event leader, Maciek Rakowski. Oh, gets round the last jibe mark. It is okay. So Hubert's round, McMillan's round, Mortefon's round, and Rakowski is round. A fool. Someone's gone down. That's Preen. Preen has gone down.
Yeah,
it's not going to make any difference. He was outside the top four when they went round, but this top four looking solid. William Hubert, though, look at the speed.
Yeah.
On the, he's not the biggest chap, is he?
But
He's got some speed, but he's not massive. He really isn't. Will McMillan, it looks like he's cruising. 2nd place. Oh, Maciek Rakowski's had to sail down a bit to cut off Cedric Board. So it will be Hubert, McMillan, Mortefon, Rakowski. That is who is in the final. Maciek keeps the dream alive. And I tell you what, who else made the final? Johan So, Enrico Marotti, Matteo Iachino, and it was Mattis. Unfortunately for Lucas Giroux,
I told you.
didn't quite make it.
It's just that small,
Just on it.
that nose of the board just before.
Surely Gastra team boss won't be happy with that. But there's no team racing in windsurfing, I tell you. There's not enough money for that.
No.
Oof, there we go. We got, just reading through a few of the comments, some nice racing going on. Fantastic races in Italy, 15 to 25 knots in the webcam at Circular Surf Centre. The Finns are definitely the losers of this event, says Sam. Drone going very close, great shots. Rakowski pushing. Go McNugget, send it. We've got Go Maciek, Go Will, Rukov Attack. A lot of support coming in. Go Maciek, the final is going to be crazy. Awesome race, great drone shots. Okay, are we sailing the runners-up final first or the winners final? Let me know.
So the Finns are...
Yeah, let me have a little look. So let me just run down what's gone on. Who are the movers and shakers? Who has made the final? Who is going to benefit from that? Okay, so who needed to make the final?
Maciek.
He did. Sorry, I'm just gonna. Yeah, so Giroux didn't make the finals. Gutting for him. Vrieswijk, no. Kozan didn't as well. Becker didn't. These are big ones that didn't make it. Marotti, Iachino, So let's have a look at that results. So he's going to discard a 15th. That could really help him. Like if he was to win the final, Johan So,
You can move to...
he would really move up the board.
top
He could
5.
even win.
A 4 and a 7.
He could.
That's 11. 11.7.
If he won the final, Johan So would have 11.7 points, exactly the same of Maciek right now. So it's on. He's got to win it, I know. But let's just say that's what happened.
But
he would have to hope Maciek didn't finish inside the top 7.
Yeah.
It's a big ask.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
But just, it could happen. Will McMillan, he gets rid of a 7. He has a 7 and a first. Yeah, we're going to have to work it out as we go. There's so many different connotations for this. And it's going to... They need Maciek to not be right up there.
Yeah.
If Maciek's right up there, it's his to lose. Michel Becker could have caused a problem. He's not there. Where is Enrico Marotti? He has got a 9 and a 2. It's not...
11.
He could get on the podium, but
even if he wins now, he can still be in the top 3.
He needs a disaster from Maciek. They all need Maciek to be a disaster because at the moment Maciek's got this wrapped up. If he just puts in a mid final,
11.7.
we're going to have to do the maths as we go along. But I'm pretty sure that's how it's looking. Maciek, he has a discard of a 7. So if he finishes inside the top 7, he moves his score up from 11.7. Every point inside 7th place, he moves it a point down.
Yeah.
So 6, he has 10.7. 5, he has 9.7.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder. So the higher he finishes that final, the more difficult this is going to be for the others to even do anything. And there's not a lot of people that can catch him right now. But the other podium places are just so open.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Kuzan still inside? Kuzan? Alexander?
Alexander Kuzan is in the runners-up final, which is a bit of a wounder for him because
So
he has to win it. He can gain 1 point. So the maximum or the minimum he can get for this elimination is 14.7. Will is already on 14.7, even if he doesn't do anything. If he finishes inside the top 7, he gains. So... Yeah, Will's looking good. Maciek's
can still
looking
win
good.
the event.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And so can Johan.
It's still all open. It's exciting stuff here. Are we runners-up final? Are we winners final? Oof. It's absolutely freezing on the beach here, I won't lie. 4 minutes to go to the last winners final, so it looks like we're going to go winners final first. Yep, first up will...
What's happening?
First up will be the winners final.
Something winners final first, right?
Yeah, first up will be the winners final. Good to know. We're going to be frantically adding up points. If everyone wants to get the pen and papers out, this one is going to come down to the wire. Oof. Come on, let's get it on. If you are just tuning in, we are in to the last day of Lake Garda here in Italy for the first, the opening event on the PWA racing calendar, and it has come down to the last wave. The wind is picking up. It is all on the line. The yellow flag has just gone up. We've got 2 minutes to find out who will be the winner of this event. Will it be the reigning world champion, Maciek Rakowski? He's leading this event after 3 eliminations. He's in the final once again, proving he is no flash in the pan. He is here to stay. Could anyone else give him that challenge? Marotti, Johan So, Matteo Iachino, Mattis in his first final. We got William Huber, who's been looking so good. The young 17-year-old McMillan from Thailand. Or could Pierre Mortefon do some damage? In the overalls, there's only a few guys that can do it. But we are counting down. Exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm not looking forward to the maths. Yellow flag. As soon as that goes down, we've got 1 minute. Surely someone's going to push the gun on this.
Ooh, I really
it's
hope
windy
not.
now.
I want to have all the guys going down the line like full on.
There we go. 1 minute to go. We've got Tati Franz
No
in the
over
booth.
earlies. No over early, please. No over earlies.
No over earlies. That's what
Please.
we don't want.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
don't
that
want
could
that.
add some extra drama,
We want
but I'm
some
not
fair
sure we
sailing,
need it.
you know? Yeah, it's like... It's... So, the one, if Enrico wins, he will win the event. Woo!
Well, we've got 35 seconds on the clock. Could Will McMillan win another final? Could William Hubert take the honours? Could the Beast come through? Or will it be the tried and tested Pierre Mortefon, Matteo Iachino, or Maciej Rakowski? Could he win the opening event of the year? We've also got to keep an eye on Rico Marotti. He could get onto the podium with a big result here. We are counting down. We've got about 10 seconds to go.
I think Maciej will win the event.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. The Beast is going through it. We've got Enrico Marotti down this middle end. We've got Pierre Mortefon flying out of the middle of the pack. Will McMillan is on the start line once again. He's sitting below Mortefon at the moment, but he is in contention. Maciej Rakowski a little bit further back. The Beast on the 0.7 is doing his best, and actually Will McMillan has been pushed out here. This is going to be a very tricky jibe for the younger guy from Thailand. Oh, it's going to be Enrico Marotti who's going to be first round, and then Pierre Mortefon, and he's not backing off, Will. McMillan is charging through. Close your eyes, but Marotti round in first. Will McMillan in second. Great jibe. And then we've got Mortefon, then the Beast, Maciej Rakowski a little bit further back. Then we've got Matteo Iachino not looking too there at the moment, and Hubert and Mattis bringing up the rear, but Enrico Marotti is doing a challenge for the podium. He will get the discard and he will definitely move right up. Start adding up the maths. Will McMillan in second place. Then we've got the Beast, Johan So from Denmark. Mortefon making a move on the inside of the younger guy from Thailand. Here we go. It is Enrico Marotti in first. Oh, and Will's lost it. He's lost it, and so is Marotti. Marotti and Will lose it. What happened there? But Mortefon coming through to lead. Johan So now up into second place. And guess what? Yes, it's Maciej Rakowski, Steady Eddie in third place. And Will has not totally lost it. He's still in the game here. He's still in the game, but Hubert has come through. So Hubert looking pretty solid as well. It is still all to play for. 2 jibe marks to go. Pierre Mortefon out in the lead. How will that affect his overall results? He's got a third and a ninth. A first here would give him 12.7 points. He'd be right in the mix. No way. Johan So, keep adding up the points, guys, because Johan So's got a 4 and a 7. A first here would give him 11.7. It is all on the line. Jesus, let's keep on the top, boys, because it is all going on. One mistake could change everything. Pierre Mortefon, 1 jibe mark to go. Tati, are you ready with the numbers?
Yes.
Okay, so Pierre Mortefon leading this. Johan So in second place. Maciej Rakowski surely will take the victory here with a third place. Doesn't need any heroics from Maciej. So, Mortefon round in first, the Beast in second, Maciej Rakowski closing in on the opening victory of the PWA World Tour and defending that world title he had in 2023. Then we've got Hubert, then we've got Will McMillan down that bottom end ahead of Matteo Iachino. Enrico Marotti trying to fight back, but it's going to be too little too late. Marotti was there. It was there for the taking. Maybe there was some dodgy wind on that mark because him and Will at the same point. But it is going to be the Frenchman, Pierre Mortefon, that takes the final victory of the Lake Garda event. Johan So finishes in second place. And Maciej Rakowski will win the Lake Garda PWA opening event of the season, as we call them, over the line. What a last race. So by my reckoning,
it will be Maciej first,
yeah,
Williams second, and Pierre together with Johan third.
It's going to be
I'm
close.
fourth.
Let's add
Third and
some
fourth.
points up. So, yes, Maciek Rakowski is
The winner.
the champion of Lake Garda
Yes.
here in Torbole. It's the first time we've been back here to Lake Garda for over a decade, and he is going to feel pretty good right now. Like I said, not the biggest of tours last year. There was a few questions asked, and he has answered those questions with this opening victory. Going to be a happy Polish rider, that is for sure. He's done the business. Second place. Who is in second place?
Will is second.
Will is in
Yes,
second place.
yes.
So a 7, a first, and a
Fifth.
fifth.
Yeah, so that's 12.7. And then Pierre has a 3 and a 9 in the first.
It's close.
It's 12.7, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So I think there will be same points with Pierre and Will.
But the number of firsts it will go
And then
to.
Johan will be fourth.
Okay, we're straight up to the runners-up final where we start to do some maths. Someone message me the exact results as soon as possible. I don't want to be guessing this stuff because this also has an effect on the results. This runners-up final, we've got Michelle Becker looking good in this one. Looks like Cedric Board in the middle. We've got Lucas Giraud on the Gastra down this bottom end.
I'm sure about it.
Okay.
Maciek, Pierre, Will, Johan.
Okay.
Yeah?
I'm trusting you, Tati.
Okay, buddy.
Not sure that's a good idea, but
It's a good idea.
it is Lucas Giraud. He's going to pull up the leaders. He is definitely going to move up the leaderboard. It's not going to be enough to get a podium, but it's probably going to be his best ever result on the PWA Tour, as that looked like Cedric Board, is it? Oh, he's having a moment. Oh, hey! Kangarooing down the first reach as Michelle Becker pushes through. A win here would be single digits for Becker, and that would definitely help his cause because he will move up. He has got a third, a second, and if he got a ninth here, he'd be right up in the mix
No.
for the top 5.
Top 5, yes.
Yeah.
Top 5, yes.
Which would be massive. So Becker still needs this. Every place he gains here will count. So the first place is single digits. That's massive. He needs this, really. Comes down to just 1 point here, 1 point there. Could be the difference between 5th and 7th. Exciting way to finish this event in Lake Garda. We
Maciek,
really thought
Pierre,
we were going to get these
Will,
sort of
Johan.
wins all week. That is what they get here in Lake Garda. This is bread and butter type stuff. But we've been very unlucky with the weather, but it's great to finish on a high. Actually, on the first day, someone said Sunday was going to be the best day. They predicted that over a week ago as Michelle Becker comes into this jibe mark in first place. Lucas Giraud in second. Then we've got Amado Vrieswijk pushing through. Yeah, just having a quick check. It is Board, isn't it, on the Severn, as well as Vrieswijk. Vrieswijk's absolutely hammering. It's like he's took the bucket off the back. He is absolutely flying now, and he's charging down Michelle Becker with one jibe mark to go in this runners-up final. This will be the last heat of the 2023 Lake Garda PWA event. What a way to kick off the season, or what a day to finish on to kick off this opening event. This is what we needed. We've been wanting this all week, so it's nice to see it actually happening. The drone's in full flight. Michelle Becker has definitely put his name on the foiling discipline as a man to watch, because I think he could be sailing his way into a top 5 position here. This would be a first in the runners-up final, which give him a 9th, and that will give him a good one. So there you go, wins the runners-up final, Michelle Becker. Second place is Amado Vrieswijk. Then we've got Lucas Giraud, followed by Cedric Board. I think that's Nico Preen, Alexander Kuzan, and
That's it.
Gavioli.
Vignelli.
Gavioli.
Gavioli.
So there you go. That is it for Lake Garda 2023. What a way to finish. We're just waiting for the results to trickle in, but we do know the women's results. Justine Lemaitre finishes on 3.5 points. She was discarding a first place. That's how well she's raced this week. Blanca Alabao had an absolute stormer of a day. She has moved all the way up into second place in the overalls, and Marion Mortafon stays in third place. Unfortunately for Davico, she drops to fourth, and Van der Veen as well drops to fifth place. A bad day for her on the water. She was sitting in first place the whole week. That's got to hurt just a little bit. In the men, we're waiting for the official results to drop. But by our reckoning here in the commentary booth, we've got Maciej Rakowski winning the first event of the year.
Pierre is second.
Which is pretty impressive. Reigning world champion. A lot of, there'd be a lot of pressure coming into this event. A lot of questions being asked, and he has definitely answered those questions. A seventh, a first, a fourth, and he was fourth in the last one. So he finishes on 8.7 points.
Yeah.
Second place.
Pierre Mortefond.
Oh, you've changed.
Pierre is second.
Pierre is second.
Because he won the last...
So he won the last one. Yes. So that means he'll have 12.7 points. Will McMillan will have...
0.7.
He'll have 12.7 points.
But
beat
Pierre,
him more times.
But Pierre won the last...
Whoa, okay, so there's a tie.
It's a tie.
For second place.
Second.
But it's who beat who the most, or who has the most firsts, who has the most seconds. And Pierre Mortefond, yes, has a third and a first, so he will beat Will on level points.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Pierre Mortefond will be second. Will McMillan will drop to third, but if he's on the podium, surely that's party time right now.
Yeah, and Johan will be fourth.
And Johan So will finish on fourth. 13 points, 0.3 behind. Oh my God! So if Johan had won that last, he would have finished second.
But if also Enrico didn't crash the mark,
Enrique would have gone up to second
place. Yeah.
So I mean, how many things went wrong there? Marotti could have got second. He ends up outside the top four. Actually, Michelle Becker will probably be sixth.
I'm a fucking discard.
Giroud's pretty happy about getting his discard, because he was deep right until now, but he will be back up there.
Yeah.
He'll move up a fair few places, actually. Maybe even get top 10.
Yeah.
Be close. But that is that's good to see. Let's have a look at the comments. Says, there we go. Outstanding move from Michelle Becker. Thanks so much, Tatty and Ben. Awesome job. Awesome racing. Awesome Sunday. Good to hear. Congratulations, Matt Check from the event. Says, be round. Go Enrico. Yeah. I mean, what a race. That was impressive stuff. That's for sure. I mean, it has been a very close battle.
Yeah. He finished third, no? Maciej?
I mean, so close. When we look at these points in a minute, when they officially update them, it will be crazy. These are the women's results on your screen. That's how it finished. That is the overall results. I don't know if we're going to try and get a camera down the beach, get some interviews. I'm sure there are cameras getting pointed at them right now. So just stay with us, because it won't just end. We will be doing some sort of interviews, hopefully. If not, they will definitely be on the highlights. But I'm hoping we will get some sort of live chat as well. Say that is the way you want to kick off the year. That is for sure. And it's so close. You wait till you see the points in the men. Obviously, Justine Lemaitre absolutely destroyed it in the women. I mean, if that's a sign of things to come, well, it's very scary, because she looked in absolutely dominant form. There's Michelle Becker just sheathing up his foil. It's not warm out there, I can definitely tell you now. I've got wind blowing
Even inside
right up
is pretty cold. Inside it is cold, so...
Freezing. Absolutely freezing. I'm bringing me thermals next year if we come back.
Enrico might be so pissed off now on that last mark. He just crashed, and he could have been on the...
he's going to be upset.
He could have been on the podium, like easily.
Marotti could have easily been on the podium.
Yeah.
It really looked like it was there, didn't it?
Yeah.
It really did. Well, as we wait for just a bit of confirmation for exactly the plan right now. But it is pretty solid. No protests. No protests. Everything's good. Everyone's happy. The auditor has just told us there is no problems.
No problem, it's good.
No problems. Everything is solid. So just waiting for official results. There he is, Maciej Rakowski. There's the caddy. I wonder if he gets a cut of the prize money.
Ooh.
Finn Nor, as in Mr. Norstick himself. I'm not sure if you guys are getting the audio, but
No.
I'm not. All right, so we're going to go over to Maciej Rakowski, the event winner. The first event of 2023. Over to Maciej on the beach.
Wait, I put my sponsors, okay? We are on? Okay. How does it feel, man? Feels amazing. This was probably the hardest event I've ever done too, because the first 4 days we were on, off, all the time on standby from 6 a.m. till 4 p.m. and every little mistake could mean you are completely out. And somehow I managed to stay in it. And at the end that was kind of enough. Yeah, I just did my thing, let other guys make mistakes, and yeah, now I had a terrible start and had to come back and fight and whatever. Wind picked up by like 10 knots, it was all over the place, way too much power, like super chaotic, you know, super chaotic, and it's amazing to come out on top from the chaos. Absolutely. So how was the final then? Yeah, I had a terrible start. I mean, not terrible, but Pierre nailed it on top of me and Will nailed it below me. So I got sandwiched, had to search for clear air, and I think I was 6 at the mark or something. And yeah, and then I just tried to be in the fight, tried to pick off mistakes. I knew there will be mistakes because we were all super overpowered. And that's it. Garda delivered. And yeah, massive thanks to my caddy Finn Nor. He's a fucking legend. And my mental coach is here, Pero as well. This is for them. It's amazing. Absolutely phenomenal, man.
Okay, so there you go, Maciej Rakowski. I'm sure he's happy, Bunny. I actually couldn't hear that interview, so I looked like he was talking about the caddy, from what I could understand. So, yeah, pretty cool to see. So there you go, really interesting. So the results finish exactly like we said. So Maciej Rakowski, 7.7 points in first place. Second place, Pierre Mortefon. I don't want to say coming back from the dead, but he came back. I didn't see that happening. Second place for Pierre Mortefon, 12.7 points. Will McMillan in his first, well, no, his second ever PWA event, 17 years old, won his first event and finishes on the podium on exactly the same points as Pierre Mortefon, but loses on number of firsts, number of seconds, number of thirds. Whoever has the most number of firsts gets first. They're equal on that. They've both got a first each. Then it's the number of seconds. They haven't got any. And then Pierre is the guy who has the third, so he takes the win with that. So level points. So Will McMillan gets on the podium. That's still so impressive. And then Johan So, epic last race, moves him up into 4th place. Michelle Becker with that 9th place, and I told you it meant so much, that 9th place, because that actually, if he'd have dropped 1 place, he would have dropped back, or 2 places, he would have dropped back to about 8th or something. So it's huge. So Michelle Becker finishes in 5th. Yeah, 5th. Matteo Iachino 6th on 1 point behind, and then 0.7 behind him is Alexander Kuzan, and then all the way back there is Rico Marotti. And again, if Rico would have won, he would have come in the podium.
Would have been second. Yeah.
It's like
it's a big mistake, yeah.
so close, coming down to just so small margins. I mean, crazy, crazy racing. But what a way to finish. So that's it. Thank you for joining us here in Lake Garda. We are going to be doing the prize giving. Oh, hang on. Hang on, I'm taking it back. We have got more interviews. Going back to the beach.
3, 2, 1.
So a long weekend, talk us through today. Yeah, it was a long week, and today was a bit difficult, especially at the end of the day. But I enjoy the fight and the race, so it's okay. I am a bit disappointed to miss the podium, especially on the last race now. But it's like this, and I hope to come back for the next event and try to fight for the podium another time.
It looked like you had the speed out there. Like, what gear were you on? Were you?
Yeah, I was with my small gear, small fall gear, so small front wing and small sail. So yes, I was fast, but I don't take really good start, and in the jibe was a bit difficult with the other guys. So that's it.
Talk us through your last elimination then for you. How was it?
The last elimination was, I was in semi-final and someone crashed just in front of me. So I tried to avoid him, but I fall on the water, so I lost everything. And but this is a game. Next time should be better.
What's your plan for the rest of the year?
Now I go to the Défi Win in Grisson, starting Wednesday or Thursday, I don't know. And after I made all the World Cup, all the World Cup events. So Pozzo, Fuerteventura, and everything. So.
How was it to have Garda firing today?
Yeah, the wind was strong at the end. It was crazy because one moment the wind dropped, everybody think it was finished, but at the end it's coming at 20 knots, and we make one other race, and it was nice.
Thanks very much, man. You have a good one.
Okay, so there we go. Alexander Kuzan, like I said, we're just waiting for the results to update. As I said that, Will McMillan is here. Do you want to have a word? Come on, we bring him in, because we're trying to get hold of, obviously, the ladies' winner, Justine Lametiere. So we will be staying on. Let's wait and see. But we have got Will McMillan, 17 years old. So 17 years old.
Hello.
How old was I? 17. Jesus Christ, 28.
That was a lot of years ago, Ben.
Yeah, exactly. So, Will, you're on the podium.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked to be up there with Maciek after seeing him win in Japan.
I was going to say, your first event on the tour was Japan.
Yeah.
You definitely burst onto the scene because you had some good races and you had some crazy crashes. I remember one from the start line, which was just ridiculous. I knew then this guy doesn't back down.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a fun day, like especially that last final with Enrico got real tight, and I almost lost it, but.
So what will happen on that jibe? Because obviously everyone's been watching. You came into that jibe, Enrico is leading, you second.
Yeah, I think me and Enrico were just pushing really hard and went a bit too hard into the jibe. So we ended up really wide and tried to bring it in tight, but we both kind of lost it. Yeah. Obviously he got off a bit worse than me, but still.
But when you look at the results, level 12.7 points with Pierre Mortefon.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I had a smaller drop.
Yeah, that's harsh, isn't it? That is. I bet it feels good, but you're also like,
yeah,
yeah. I know. I can see how you could feel that. But Maciek wins, challenger sales. They're going to be happy.
Yeah, and Patrick will be happy.
Yeah, Patrick must be buzzing.
Who's third? Me.
You're third. You're third.
My bad. Pierre's second.
Pierre's second. You're third.
Where did Alex end up?
Fourth.
7 or 8.
No.
Really?
No.
No, fourth.
No.
Fourth would have been Yukino.
Johannes fourth.
Johan,
Johan fourth.
how tight is it? Is it really
so
tight?
close, like literally.
And
If you'd
Matteo
have missed a couple of points, you'd disappear like that far.
I heard
down
you
the-
say if Enrico won, he'd end up in second. I know if
Yeah.
I won and Maciek was like, oh, thank you.
Oh, there we go. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Oh,
So
0.3.
yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, it's nothing. You look at the difference between Alex, 15.7,
And me.
and second, 3 points.
Even in, yeah.
I mean, it's so close, that. I mean, that is a leaderboard right there.
I
That
think
is tight
and a lot
racing.
of us had the same drop, like me, Maciek, Yakino, all had the same drops because we all got OCS in that first final.
Yeah. Yeah, Becker came up pretty well because he had a 16th to drop. If he'd have made that final,
He'd be up there.
he could have even, you know.
He won the
killed a few.
losers, no?
Yeah. But again, that win of the losers puts him,
No, but Michelle's sailing really well.
yeah, he's looking good.
So
looking
consistent.
Good. So, yeah, what happened in the last one? What size sail you on? You changed them.
7-7 big.
That's
I didn't
your-
change anything.
You
I was on
didn't
the same
change?
all day. I didn't really have time. 7-7 big with the 91. But same as Maciek. Maciek was 7-7 big. 91 as
Okay.
well.
I saw the-
Enrico 7-7, but Hoops was on 6.5 small front, 78 board.
Okay.
He was on full small, but he was rapid.
He was. I saw.
In our heat as well, like
In that semi.
Jesus.
Yeah, he
He
was
was-
gone, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had some pace.
Yeah, no, it was good to see though, man. But podium.
Yeah, I'm
Did
pretty
you,
stoked.
what were your like thoughts coming into this? Obviously, you must have known you're quick. You know you're going okay. But what were your goals?
My goal was top 8, so
Okay.
Pretty
So
happy.
I mean, a pretty solid top goal, that.
I wanted to stay in all the. I wanted to make all the winners finals, and
Okay.
I did that.
Good to hear, man. You confident young chap, and you should be. You're going quick. Okay. Yeah. Well, Tatty's talking at him. You can't hear him, but anyway, this guy's definitely here to stay. Will McMillan, we're going to have to get a nickname for him. There's a few people saying we should call him the Hulk. But why?
Claudio.
Do you get angry, do you? We
No.
don't want to see him when he's angry.
I don't know about that.
We're going to have to get him a green wetsuit. Okay, so that's it. We can't get hold of Justine. We don't know where she's gone.
I
She
think-
has literally disappeared.
I think
So-
she's gone to have a shower.
Yeah, I mean, we will try, but we are going to be back for the prize giving. But that's it for the live coverage. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Congratulations to this fella, 3rd in the world right now.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Right, thank you very much, Lake Garda. Finally, on the last day, we saw the south wind. We're going to be coming back to the prize giving, like I said, at 6 o'clock. But that is it. Congratulations to Justine Lametiere and Maciek Rakowski. They are leading the world rankings.